be fine.
Match your stack and then
No.
600, right?
300 for your first bullet and then 600 for your next.
And
This one,
This one here.
on the table.
There's nobody on the list right now, so.
Am I lying? $5,000-6,000 to trade hands on it?
No, yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's been like 2,500 pots multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Calmed down the last week or two.
That's true.
Yeah, last week was very tame for what?
Time to shut up and
Stretch too far.
Wait.
time to shut up and deal.
Oh, thank you, Zebra.
Absolutely.
Are we doing that?
He doesn't want to be late, right?
See what I started? See what I started? That's why I do it. It's not.
You gotta earn my way.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm not getting left out.
You went
You've never made $10.
Hell
Make it
no.
uneven playing field, I thought, from the start. We gotta
Hell no.
All right, guys, we live.
Did he win the button?
Yes, he did.
So,
You know it. Fair and square.
I put them on here.
Yeah, just rub them. Anywhere in the black is good.
Okay.
Alright, everything's good.
We're good. 36.
First hand, I got to play. Check.
Here's it.
Yeah, queen.
Damn it, I pulled a 2 pair.
you said you want it? You said you want it?
Y'all should stay in.
Yeah, 7 dudes.
That's what that first drive gets you. Gets you the first spot.
I wasn't mad with my hand pre-flop, but an ace on the flop was devastating. And a queen, even worse. A good old dude, first hand of the night.
All right, we're good. Here's the 12.
Let's see what I got here. Like 11 more?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 o'clock. We got 3 o'clock. I check.
Check.
I'm still out.
Fold.
Fold. And call. Here's it.
Check.
35 is the bet.
Yeah, it's hard being famous.
All right, Scott, can you hear us now?
Scott, confirm that we are now able to be heard, and not just whispering to each other.
Yeah.
I knew you were betting the nuts. I just didn't know which nuts you were betting.
I can see the levels
The level's changing.
raising now.
Yeah, that's probably. We're probably could be heard. He probably just got busy. Anybody else in the chat? You can hear us, right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, we're good then.
I could just check right now, actually. I didn't somehow I didn't notice the levels weren't changing earlier.
The levels.
Okay, I think we're decent.
All right, sounds good to me. 5 players going to the flop. Patty Mac pairs his ace. Nobody else really hits too much of anything else, so. Patty calls the $25 bet from Dopey. And 4 hearts on the turn. Let's see what Dopey wants to do here. He slows down and checks it. Patty leads out for a quarter in that order. Takes it down. Go, Patty. He's got some fans out there. And we had plenty of time to play like a board game today, Lorenzo. We just didn't have it. Do we just, it was a little.
Where that James brought one in. I don't know where it went.
Yeah.
Like the best game.
Gotta have those board games for just those downtimes.
It's funny, we're worried about board games and we have about 200 decks of cards.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. It's very ironic in that sense.
Yeah, we could have played chess. There were 4 or 5 of us.
Yeah.
Only had one board, but
I keep on trying to, when I make it out to Daryl's chess club on Wednesdays, I feel like I'm not getting any better. I need to put some more time into it.
Oh, I've been stagnant at my chess skills since I was in like 5th grade.
Chandler with top pair of 10s. Turns the best flush draw. He also has the king of spades in his hand, so can't hate that card. It's gonna go check, and then 3 10s will probably do it. Kyle misses a straight. Russell misses a set on the river.
Pretty sure I got you beat. I'm gonna lay it down this one time. Good ball.
6-4 again.
Yeah, quack, quack.
Did you ever play any chess tournaments as a kid, like at school or anything?
I did UIL chess, which was not exactly playing chess. It's you're in there for 10 minutes and they prompt you with like kind of like chess puzzles.
Yeah.
And you just try to solve it in as few
Moves as possible.
moves as possible.
That's right.
But yeah, I guess we had a UIL chess club where we played chess. But no, I've never played in a tournament before.
Chandler has jacks, and Kyle right behind him picks up aces. So let's see what Kyle does. It looks like he's going to go for a raise. It looks like that's $32, I would assume. $31. Yeah, $31 is his bet. And then Russell's unfortunately folding one of Chandler's jacks. Dopey's folding one of Kyle's aces, and it's going to fold around. And then, oh my, look at this. Blinking, you would miss it.
Jacks versus aces.
And then Patty picks up kings. He just smooth calls. I like the discipline not to 3-bet it there, I guess. Well, Chandler's already has one jack down. Kyle has one ace down, and I don't think any kings have been folded, so 2 kings are still alive somewhere in here. Nope. And that's going to be a action flop. 10 high. Jacks versus kings versus aces. You got to love it.
Patty Mac betting out.
For 60 bones. Yeah. Chandler wants to raise this. I can just see it in his eyes. Is it going to be the raise or is it going to be the call?
Okay, so Chandler does raise, and Kyle shoves all in.
And then Patty's thinking, what is this going on here? Well, I want to say that looks like Kyle's only in for 120, and Patty and Chandler have him covered. So if there is this potential side pot, Patty Mac would be ahead going towards the river for the on the side. But already this has been a pretty stacked hand. 3 big pocket pairs, and then the board came out lower than the lowest pocket pair in the hand.
Patty Mac is finding himself in worst case scenario.
How is it, Patty? How are you gonna do this? I like the discipline. They just open mucks it, and it's a good fold. I mean, it's
jacks versus aces.
Whoa! Why did she kill his hand right there? She just put his jacks into the muck.
And that's the players telling her, you just mucked his jacks.
Yeah, I was like, Winner, what are you doing? Why did you muck his hand? I mean, in all likelihood, it's probably going to go to the muck, but it wasn't technically dead yet.
1 out here, and
it's not it.
Jack.
So Kyle's going to get basically double up in a little bit, and some of that $60 dead money that Patty had, but I give major props to Patty for being able to get away from that fold, or get away from that hand on that fold. Very, very disciplined.
I wouldn't have even considered aces in either.
Your kings in that moment, you would have had got a
I'm on top of the world.
Yeah, your hand would have been like a felt burn on the felt, just putting your hand.
No idea.
Putting those chips in so fast. Who am I kidding? I'm probably just I'm just gonna have to pay that one off myself. I guess he probably thought he ran up against like 2 pairs. Said I doubt he put anybody on aces right there. I don't think he did. So he just probably thought somebody hit his set right there.
On the other hand, though, if I'm Kyle with aces and someone raises with a 10 on the flop, I would automatically consider, oh, there's a set. I just got my aces cracked.
Yeah. Can't be that pessimistic. Now you got to be.
Oh, I've been that pessimistic before. Ask Sigma if I've ever folded aces to.
Oh, Mikey? What's his last name?
Moore.
Mike Moore. Yeah. Yes.
10 on the board. I'm like immediately. I'm like he has a set of 10s. So like I'm behind now, and I'm sitting there in the tank for like 2 minutes, and I let it go, and he turns over 110.
Yeah.
I folded my aces aces. He paired the board. He did not have a pocket pair, and I folded my aces.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Dopey flops 2 pair. To answer Mark, Mr. Carpenter, I have been doing a little bit of traveling. That's where I've been, in combination with just having to do some schoolwork here and there. It's getting towards where I gotta, make sure I don't flunk out. But I'm still here. I haven't really gone anywhere. I'm glad to be here tonight. It's good to hear from you.
Yeah, James got to give props to Patty Mac there, too.
Very good fold. I agree. So like I said, I am here tonight. Happy to be here. I'm glad Lorenzo's here with me.
I almost left you hanging. I really did.
About what? Oh, yeah.
I almost just let you run this commentary by yourself.
Man, you have no idea how much it means to me that you're not doing that. I am taking 2 classes right now. I'm taking a forensic fraud accounting class and a law fraud class. They're both 2 fraud classes. One's basically done with legality of what basically is if you're a special investigator, like working for the IRS, and you're having to go to court to present some kind of like criminal fraud case, that's basically the class I'm taking for that and the procedures for that. Both interesting classes. So.
Unrelated, but when I was a kid, I used to want to be a process server because of Pineapple Express.
It's a Pineapple Express, yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. That's Seth Rogen and Franco, right? Yep. Man, not a bad flop for Chandler here. He's got a pair of 10s and a 7, 8, 9 flop. Straight draws up and down. Patty Mac does flop has flop bottom 2 pair. He's got 7s and 8s. Let's see how this one plays out. And then you got David there with top pair with pair of 9s, king kicker. Not a bad hand.
Oh, he let it go.
He did. So let's see what happens here. First brick for Chandler. Patty still in the lead with 7s and 8s, hanging in there. Patty knows this flush hasn't gotten there yet. The straight hasn't gotten there yet, so.
Makes it 60.
And they're in.
Chandler shoves and Patty Mac calls.
Running it twice or running it once, boys? I don't know what they're going to do.
Jack 10, 6 or 4, or a 9.
9 will do it, yeah.
But, yep, and the 6 on the river.
Jack 10, 9, 6. 6 will sink the battleship for Patty. He gets unlucky there.
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
And he promptly reloads. Looks like he's going to put another 200 on the table. I felt like he had to he gave Winter some kind of, I wouldn't call it constructive criticism, but I could tell he said something to her. He's probably like, man, had to fold kings early, and now I'm just getting ran down by River Straits.
Yeah, her unofficial nickname from these guys is River. And I think we'll see why later on in the stream.
Right. Mark, I'll be honest with you. Like, I never thought I'd be anything close to working in the criminal justice system, but I have I've taken done a few seminars with these classes with people who used to be like special part of like criminal investigation divisions and special agents that work in wire frauds and all kinds of like financial crimes. And it seems like it'd be a really cool job to have. I mean, I'm probably a little late in the game because I feel like I probably should have started that career path when I was a little bit of a younger man. But I know it's actually very interesting. And if I can go back into a time machine, I'd probably absolutely consider it. They seem like they have really cool jobs, undercover and just doing all kinds of basically what cops do, what a detective does, except instead of investigating violent crimes, they just do it on the financial white collar crimes. Dopey, king, queen. Oh man, Russell just gins 2 pair right there, bottom 2. Turns that deuce. Randy is drawing dead if Russell stays in. And Dopey, Mr. Blowers. Was it Blowers or Blowers?
Blowers.
Blowers, yeah, excuse me. Mr. Blowers, he absolutely needs to catch up now. Yes, sir, you did. Constable. Mark Carpenter with Constable here of Burleson or this whatever what county? Johnson County? Yeah, this is Johnson County, isn't it? All I know is he's a graduate of Mansfield High. Go Cougars?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not.
He'll tell me.
I'm not from the area, so I'm not aware. I know Burleson here is the Elks.
Yeah, he went to Mansfield. Tigers. Excuse me. It's the Tigers. Tigers. Yeah. Threes and deuces. Yeah.
Tigers. There you go.
Tigers. Yeah.
Go Tigers. Oh,
He was actually the one that informed me. The school I went to, our girls, they just won state basketball. Boswell Lady Pioneers got it done this year. Congrats to them. That's the first time we've been on a map in forever as far as anything catching any trophies. But so I'm very proud of them for getting it done. When I played basketball at school, we didn't get close. We were terrible.
I know I was really terrible at basketball in high school. I only played my freshman year, though.
Did you have fun at least?
Yeah.
Yeah,
At practice, I did. I mostly liked playing basketball with my friends.
Absolutely.
I didn't really like going out of town and playing with a bunch of randos.
Absolutely. Kyle has top pair of aces. Got a few straight draws in here, some pairs of sixes and deuces. Everybody has a piece who's still in. They have either a straight draw or they can catch two pair, three of a kind. All right, that was not a deuce of diamonds, guys. I saw that was a 5, and I believe Chandler just ginned it, made a 6-high straight. So on the graphics, I'm almost positive that is a 5 of hearts or so on the turn. It is not a deuce of diamonds. See if that gets corrected here momentarily.
I'm not sure. I've been correcting cards a little bit because I'm looking back and forth between.
But I mean,
but
yeah.
I'm not sure if I corrected that one.
So here's the problem. I believe Kyle made aces and 5s, but I believe Chandler just made it straight with a 5 of hearts was a turn. So a good and bad turn card for Kyle. He just turns two pair, but it gives him the straight. 8 does not improve. And yeah, so once again, that was an 8 of diamonds, not a king of clubs.
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah, looks like it did not make the difference there.
It did not.
It is good for me.
The same guy who was supposed to win that pot won the pot.
That's most of what matters.
It's all right. Working through this. Any other sports you play in high school, Lorenzo? What else you play? Anything else?
I played.
No soccer or anything?
I played
Seem like a
tennis
soccer player.
for about 2 weeks in 8th grade.
Yeah.
But I was also in one-act play, and I was promised that I would be able to do tennis and one-act play at the same time. And then our one-act play director was like, "No, you can't do that." So I had to quit tennis because I wanted to do one-act play more than I wanted to do tennis.
Hell, yeah.
And that's it. I did not do
No
track or football or anything like that.
No other extracurricular activities from that, huh? Who was your favorite tennis player growing up?
I did not have one.
Wow.
I guess my mom.
Aw, that's awesome. I was always kind of a Federer fan growing up, but I don't know.
Is he a pickleball guy now?
Probably. He's old like me, so.
Oh God. I think he moved on to the.
He's on the professional pickleball courts now, huh? Yeah, have you ever played before? Pickleball is actually a lot of fun.
I have not.
It's actually a lot of fun.
I'll be honest, the most athletic activity I've had in the last like 4 or 5 years is Nintendo Switch Sports.
Oh my gosh.
So
Yeah, that's not exercise, sir.
I do a lot of walking around here. I don't know if that counts.
Yeah. Some days I do a lot of walking around here too. So 2 pair now. Queens and nines for David. Bets it. Fold. Nope. Spade does not come through, so David will have the best hand. It is a scary board, though. Ace, queen, 10, 9. Let's see what Dopey's gonna do first.
He's got to lay that down. He was hoping.
Well, no, it's yeah. Well,
there it goes.
I didn't see the bet. Was there a bet?
I don't think so.
Okay, because if there was no bet, he basically just open mucked it.
I'm hearing from the outside world that somebody flopped a set, so maybe we'll see that here in a minute.
Yep. In due time.
Is there a tariff on that? Is there a tariff on that?
Pair of 6s for Chandler. Black King raised it up with Jack 9 of clubs. Then we got 4 players going to the flop. Sixes are still in the lead.
David does have the draw for the wheel.
He does indeed. David needs a 4. Russell has middle pair, pair of 5s. And if somehow backdoor clubs could come out there, Russell would get very lucky because Black King would make a slightly lower flush. But that's not going to happen. However, Black King does now pick up a straight draw. He needs one of the queens or one of the 7s. And he bets it heavy. He's like, oh, I think he's going to get this one through. And he does. Turns a straight draw, makes a good bet, and wins the pot. I did youth and government in high school, my friend, and that was also a disaster.
Say that again?
I did youth and government was one extracurricular I did in high school. I went down to Austin one weekend to go do a competition. And my partner, we were like, I just kind of did it mostly for just because it was looking good on like college applications. I had really no experience or had no early idea what I was supposed to be doing. And so we go in there and do this like mock trial during a competition, and it was a disaster. We stayed at like the Renaissance in downtown Austin. It was a very nice hotel though. I'll give them that. It's pretty slick.
I'd have loved some kind of governmental program like that when I was a kid.
Yeah. Yep. Dopey here, flopping the bottom end of a straight. Let's see if you can get some value out of this. Oh, Russell bets it, top pair. Cannot see if he either called or he raised. How many on the wait list? Well, Poker Atlas.
3 or 4? Yeah, the best way to know is to check Poker Atlas.
We're
I know
stuck.
we do have at least one other table going.
Oh yeah, we got open seats.
Murder some heads up.
Another flop straight. David flops queen high straight. Kyle straight draw on top pair. Kyle has to like his hand as well.
David's reaching for the chips there.
Look at grabbing some raisin chips, right?
Makes it 30.
The dirty 30. Dirty 30. Kyle's gonna stick around. Like I said, top pair, decent straight draw. Russell folds. See what happens. Six of spades.
King or an 8 does him good.
Yeah. He doesn't realize this, but he could only chop it. He cannot win outright. They could either tie with the same straight. Yep. Kyle folds. He could not win. He was drawn to the chop at best.
I wouldn't want anybody to catch this flush either. No.
You said you went to Keller High, right?
Timber Creek, yes sir.
Timber Creek.
Go Falcons.
Falcons, that's right. Go Birds.
I think I went to like
Vibrate from that
4 pep rallies.
Only 4?
I was infested with school spirit, my friend.
Yes, I can tell. You have a good time doing the theater?
Yeah.
I wish I could have done anything like that, but just didn't have the. Definitely didn't have the talent or the ability to.
I wasn't exactly the best actor, so I didn't.
Patty Mac finally picks up a huge hand. He has aces. What? You didn't have the best. You said you weren't a good actor, and what else?
I think I auditioned for Addams Family. I think I might have been in Addams Family.
Don't worry,
I was either in Addams Family or
What part were you auditioning for? What role?
I didn't have a role in mind. I just
win the pot when
again, this is the same thing as playing basketball. I mostly just liked the social aspect of it. So.
Exactly. I hear you. Well, look at this. Patty flopping top set of aces. We have some straight draws. Chandler, Russell have Broadway draws. But Patty Mac is by far way ahead so far. 2 open seats, Scott says. Come on in.
That's on the other.
Yeah, no, yeah, that
live stream.
he's saying there are 2 open seats just in the room in general, not on the stream, but.
Oh, we're good.
All right. Patty, it's set ace is holding up. That will probably get the job done. I don't think anybody can run him down.
He does. That might have been the flop set I heard earlier.
Oh yes, you're right. That was the flop set we did her about 15 minutes ago. That does make sense. Yeah. As you can see, Dopey was 0 out, so it's a good thing that he folded because he could not win if he called.
And
he flips it. He's gonna flip it. He's gonna show it. There he shows it.
there you go.
Flop set.
Waiting for somebody to smack you on the flush, man.
Made up for his kings there.
Yeah. Yeah, he's done fairly well. He folded the kings when he was behind. He put it all in with the 2 pair. He got drawn out on. So
I think he's creeping his way back.
He's
up.
creeping his way back up. Yeah.
Break even.
He's making the good choices for sure. Some nice hands. Look at that. Suited diamonds, king 10 and 8-5. Suited queen jack of hearts. Suited 5-3 of spades. Playable hands. Russell raised to 7 with the king 10 of diamonds. Flops a jack, black king does.
We've only been live for 40 minutes, but I gotta say we have done a stellar job of not letting this conversation devolve into pop culture references. And
Yeah, no, I did this. I mean, I want to, obviously, but I mean, out of respect to Patty, he asked me to personally be here today to do this. So I was like, I'll try to keep all the television and the movies to a minimal.
Call Top Gun Maverick a 10 out of 10. I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
Yeah, for some reason he loves Tom Cruise. I can't figure it out, but he was all big on Tombstone and Top Gun for whatever reason.
Val Kilmer there.
Do what?
You're thinking of Val Kilmer with Tombstone.
No, I know, but remember we asked him one night what his favorite films were, and I think he named Tombstone as one of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was on his.
He has
right.
the classic dad favorite movies, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, good.
Yeah. I haven't seen any new movies lately myself anyways. You seen anything good lately?
Yeah. Let me pull up my letterbox. Do a quick rundown of what I've been up to.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, one of these. Camera's
Made a believer out of me.
And number 16 coming up.
All right, I have only watched 5 movies this month. We are only 2 weeks in.
Yep. Right.
But only 5 movies. I watched Animal Kingdom 3D at the Omni Theater in Fort Worth.
That sounds like it'd be pretty cool to watch in 3D.
Documentaries. Except
Ross, good job last night, bud. On second place, you did good.
Except I did not watch it in 3D. It's just called Animal Kingdom 3D because I think they have it in IMAX. And
Yeah,
3D there.
but if you watch a movie that's supposed to be in 3D, but you're not wearing the 3D glasses, the visuals look weird and kind of wonky. You know what I mean? If you're watched a movie that's in 3D.
It looks fine.
No, yeah, but I'm saying
I know
when
it-
you watch a movie in 3D, but you're not wearing the glasses,
Yeah.
the graphics, the those pictures,
the polarity.
the polarity will be off, right?
That same day, I watched Death of a Unicorn, which is a newer movie. Paul Rudd, Jenna Ortega.
Okay.
It was a fun time. Not great or anything like that, but
David Huchan, top pair with the King High Flush Draw. Ran into bottom set Dopey.
Steve Jobs. See Steve Jobs.
Okay, yeah. Have not seen any of these, by the way.
Yeah, Death of a Unicorn is like new. It just came out like 2 weeks ago, I guess.
Yeah. Are we gonna go see The Accountant 2 in theaters or what?
See what now?
The Accountant 2, the sequel.
I'm probably not gonna see that.
Okay.
Couldn't give me another spade.
Ross recommends seeing Minecraft.
Put that on the list there, Ross.
He said that sarcastically, Ross, but he's gonna put it on the queue.
No, I might end up seeing it. I'm not opposed to it. It's just, you know.
Is it because it's a child's movie, or is it because it has Jack Black? Oh.
It is not because it's a child's movie or because it has Jack Black. I can name 4 great children's movies with Jack Black, and they all start with the words Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda, solid.
It's just, you know, I've only played Minecraft like casually. I do like Jared Hess, the director. He directed like Napoleon Dynamite, Nacho Libre, stuff like that. But you know, just not super psyched to see it, I guess.
Ross, good job last night. Taking down basically the tournament, second place. Not too shabby, sir.
Yes, sir.
There's been some big starting hands like that so far. I mean, obviously that one huge one comes to mind when they had aces versus kings versus jacks. But like,
Yeah.
I mean, all these hands are playable, and they've all been good quality.
Yep, that Kings, Jacks, and Aces one is getting clipped for sure. I'm hearing records by Weezer in the background there.
Just look right here. Got Polo has top pair, straight flush draw. Obviously straight draw with that. And then he's up against top 2 pair. But like these hands are definitely worthy of getting chips in the middle with for sure.
I think we're gonna run into a disaster between the two of them then, Polo and David.
Uh-oh.
Straight draw, club flush draw.
Yeah, Polo's got a straight flush draw. He can shut the hand out.
He does have a straight
Yeah,
flush
but
draw.
9 of clubs will shut the hand out.
Yeah.
He can shut the hand out with the 9 of clubs.
Immediately.
They're all in, so I guess we're going.
Five does him no good.
Yeah.
Still has 9 outs.
And that's one of them. It wasn't the 9 of clubs, but the 9 of spades will do just as fun, just as well. Tough one, tough one.
I think that fells David. It says he has 33 there, but I think with the tip money and stuff like that,
Yeah.
might have been felted.
Oh, let's see here.
Yep, in the background, that's Records by Weezer. Seasons Summer 2022, track 2.
Guys, if you ever need any information about Weezer, this guy is like he's a walking encyclopedia of all things Weezer.
And there will certainly be a use for it.
One day.
One day there will be a use to having.
Didn't you tell me today at some point we were talking about something about Weezer meaning songs or X, Y, and Z, but didn't you mention something to the effect of you believe that Andy Serkins or who could play
Andy Serkis.
Yeah, Andy Serkis is your go-to pick to play
Sure, why not?
Rivers Cuomo.
Cuomo.
Yeah, Cuomo. Yeah, that's his name.
In actuality, I have no idea. I don't think I could pick any actor to play any of those guys if they were to ever make a Weezer-based movie, which apparently they are. I have no idea who would play any of those guys, truthfully.
Chandler, 2 pair, 8s and 5s. Has a good flop. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll figure it out.
It'll be interesting.
It's either it's gonna go one of two ways. It's gonna go really, really good, or really, really bad. There will be no in between, sir.
I mean, a lot of their music has like a kind of hint of irony in it, so I'm thinking it'll be, like in my head, I'm picturing along the lines of like Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny type thing, where it's, you know, the bit is how seriously it's taking itself, that kind of thing.
I'm just saying, if they do an adaptation of Weezer into a biopic of the band or or that guy, I'm just saying it's either gonna go really well or it's gonna go really bad. So hopefully they know what they're doing.
Curious to find the person that was willing to put the money down to let
finance
the movie happen, and I just want to shake their hand and say thank you personally.
You made this kid's dream come true when he read that. Man, running spades to give Paul the ace-high flush. Runs down the 2 pair. And he's going to bet it big. Chandler hates that run out. He just open mucks it. What else can he do?
Just shy of 30 viewers right now.
Yeah. They're listening to our feelings on Weezer and movies right at the moment. We appreciate you guys hanging in with us. I'm sure Patty appreciates us talking about it too.
Top Gun Maverick, 10 out of 10.
Yes, yes.
No, those are good movies. I'm not crazy about Top Gun or Top Gun Maverick. Definitely not about Top Gun, the first one.
Well, dude, you don't understand, but the problem is you're watching that from a lens of a kid who was like not even alive 20 years after it was made, so it's a little different, you know?
No, I can name about 40 movies where it's the same case, where I'm watching it 20 years after it was made when I wasn't even alive, where I think they're great. Many of them are perfect.
Chandler picks up Ace King. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a sucker for Kenny Loggins in the soundtrack. You know what I mean? You know, it's only, you know, start driving, turn on the radio, you hear Highway to the Danger Zone. I mean, how do you not feel good about that?
Was there a song for Maverick?
Yeah, didn't Lady Gaga do a song for the thing?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, she did a song for the movie. Shucks and Geeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
Hey, buddy, we need you in here to do your stellar commentary talking about the poker, man. You're missing out, helping us, keeping us from talking about it.
We're losing momentum on poker.
Yeah.
Once my brain gets put on the pop culture track, it can't get off.
Well, the king really doesn't help anybody. It's the ace versus the jack. Actually, it does, because with the king coming on the turn, it gives...
Randy had a few more outs.
Randy gets, full house chop outs. That kind of helps him a little bit. And catch a deuce or a 4 to split it. So the king kind of did help his hand.
Gotcha. I'm not sure if you can hear. Can you hear when I'm talking to Winner in the headset on your headphones?
No, I can't hear you.
I think I might be able to. Might be picking up something. I can't look at the...
I can't. You asking me if I can hear you through the headset?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if they can hear me when I'm talking. It doesn't really matter if they do. It's just...
No, yeah, I don't think so.
It's just procedural stuff. They're not getting any sort of inside scoop.
Kenny Loggins did I had no idea, Tyler. Thanks for that little trivia fact. It's been a while since I've seen Caddyshack. To me, when I watch Caddyshack, it's like, even though I know Bill Murray's great, who makes that movie for me is honestly, who's the comedian? He's obviously passed away, way gone.
Belushi.
No. The guy, he was like a roast guy.
Rickles, John Rickles.
No, he is too, but it's not Rickles. It's the other one. He's in.
I've drawn a blank. I haven't seen Caddyshack.
Help me out, guys, in the chat here. It wasn't Rickles, but he was also in Natural Born Killers. That guy, comedian.
I've seen that one, but not enough to know who you're talking about. Let's head to IMDb here.
Nah, help me out, man. I gotta get back to the poker. 9-9 deuce. No respect, that guy. Yes.
Dangerfield.
Yes, thank you, Rodney Dangerfield. Rodney Dangerfield in Caddyshack is like what saves that movie for me. He's just so funny. Yes, thank you, Chuck. That's who it was. I have seen, Nate says Bill Burr. I've seen Bill Burr twice in Dallas. He's a crusher for sure. He's also pretty funny.
Yeah, you showed me that like 10-15-minute video of Bill Burr destroying everyone in Philadelphia.
That's actually a very infamous, and that was way before he got like real popular too. He just goes out there and is like 30 years ago and just starts trashing the whole city of Philadelphia.
Ever since you showed me that video, I've just been kind of going down a Bill Burr rabbit hole, just like podcasts and YouTube videos and stuff.
Exactly, David. I agree. He saved Caddyshack. For as funny and much as I like Bill Murray for sure, I still think that Dangerfield had the best parts of that movie, no doubt. Lil Polo, top pair again. Pair of jacks. Nobody else really hits anything on this hand. Paul Cerruti, yes sir. Dangerfield. He was the man, for sure. Yeah, I also saw who else came to town. Another comedian, Sam Morrell. I saw him about a month ago. He was pretty good too. Anybody knows who that guy is?
The only comedian I've ever seen live was Shane Gillis.
Oh yeah, how was that?
It was great. He comes out on the mic and he's like, "All right, guys, before I get started," he's like backstage, I guess I have to assume. He's like, "Before I get started, I brought some friends to do some comedy for you guys. Don't be rude, because whatever. He tells some kind of joke, and he's like, let me introduce the host of Kill Tony, Mr. Tony Hinchcliffe." Callie's topping off Matt with some Modelo's here.
Yep, need my liquid courage to get this job done tonight.
Yeah, and then so Tony Hinchcliffe opens up for him, and then Tony Hinchcliffe is like, "All right, that's my time. Let me introduce the next act for you. It's the Roast Master General, Jeff Roth."
Yeah, and then like everybody they reintroduce is just like another big killer, you know?
Yeah, and there was another guy with him that kind of rolls in that same little crew. It was like Australian guy, Jay something. I don't remember his name, but he was.
Jay Okerson?
Maybe say his.
I don't. His name's Jay Okerson, but that doesn't sound right because I don't think he's Australian, but his name's Jay, and they kind of run together. But he's also another crusher.
I know Jay Okerson, Big Jay Okerson.
Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah.
The dude with like the gelled up hair, isn't he?
Yeah, he always dresses like he's like a biker from the '80s or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that guy. Like kind of like light-haired Australian guy.
Drawing a blank.
He's funny.
Dopey that hit it, not Little
And then yeah, his set was pretty good too. I was gonna go see Jesselnick on my 15th birthday,
Yeah.
and then
You weren't old enough.
I was not old enough. I was not old enough, so we went to the movies instead.
Yeah.
4-hour blocks. About the 4 to 8.
Kong Skull Island, we saw.
Was it worth it on your 15th birthday to see that one?
It was a fun time.
Yeah.
6 out of 10. I'd love to see Bo Burnham and Bill Burr.
I've actually seen Bo Burnham 3 times live. I saw him at Majestic when he did his Make Happy tour, and I was actually second row. I was right there in the very front of it. And the very first time I saw him, it was like, I don't know what tour he was on, but it was like a long time ago. Like his No Friends tour or something like that. So.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
He's a genius for sure.
Inside.
Oh yeah, I've seen. I rewatched that probably.
Netflix did like a limited theatrical release. I saw it in theater.
Of his outtakes and stuff.
Pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, I watched that probably, especially during COVID. I watched that at least like 7, 8 times.
I watched it at least 15 times.
Yeah. Like it's funny, like showing somebody like Bo Burnham, and then like they don't get. I mean, it's like you think it's like such a creative genius. It's hilarious, and they look at it like it's like I don't get it. They're like, man, like how do you not appreciate this? This is like once in a generation talent you're watching right now. And you just don't understand how great this is, and you're just like you just don't appreciate it. For those who are wondering about the Stars right now, they're again losing like 7 in a row to the Detroit Wings right now.
Wow.
There's like a week or so ago.
I've seen Once Upon a Time in the West, David. I am a big fan of that movie. Big fan of that movie.
Who's in that one?
I believe that's Sergio Leone directed it.
Okay. Spaghetti Western kind of guy?
Like 83, I think. It's
oh, nice.
Old. Once Upon a Time in the West. Pretty sure that's Sergio Leone. Oh, you might be thinking of the 60s one. Oh, I'm thinking of Once Upon a Time in America.
What, James Woods?
Yeah, I was going to say. That has Robert De Niro and all that stuff.
Is De Niro in that one?
No, he's in Once Upon a Time in America.
Yeah.
But yeah, Once Upon a Time in the West is Sergio Leone, and it is very cool.
Very nice. Patty Mac. 9s and 4s. Still holds it. It's 9s and 4s. Tell Chandler Chop is watching all the way from Cancun. We'll make sure to tell him. Absolutely, sir.
Here we go. It's the road to Vegas. We are playing cash games and tournaments, chasing after building up points to play in one of these qualifying tournaments that we have for our tournament players and our cash players. And the winner of each will win an $11,000 main event package. So that's a $10,000 main event seat and an extra $11,000 in cash to go play in the...
Say that again. Hold on. An extra $1,000 in cash to cover expenses, not an extra $11,000.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The total package is $11,000.
Yes, $10,000 for your main event seat, and $1,000 for your travel and food and lodging expenses to cover you.
Winning, if you win either of those qualifying tournaments, you will be winning an $11,000 main event.
We agree, Mr. Cerruti. Paul is amazing, or Bo is amazing. Ross, to answer that question, every Tuesday and Friday we reprint off the point sheets and it's on the podium. So next time you're here, just check out, and whatever day that is, if it's on a Tuesday or Friday, it should be refreshed for that day, and then and that's when they get that's when they refresh the numbers and for the points.
Should have a couple thousand there, Ross, for taking down second last night.
I think second's what, like, is it 25 or 3,000?
Second might be
4,000. That's right.
4,000. I think
Yeah.
Gross is fifth, or is 5,000 in the evening tournaments.
Right. Yeah, Ross. Just next time you're here, they'll be at the podium. Come up, and there'll be two packets. One's for obviously the cash hours, and one's for your tournament points. And just look at and just see which one, either one. If you have cash play, you have your points there, and then you'll have your tournament points on the tournament page. Lorenzo, David said Charles Branson. Who's Charles Branson again?
Bronson.
Oh, Bronson.
Charles Bronson.
Oh, yeah. Bronson. From that movie, right? The Western?
Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, that's right.
Hearing some more Weezer out there.
This guy's getting all pumped up from the Weezer out there on the radio.
Surf Wax America.
Sorry to hear about his wife, man, or one of the guy's wives. All right, in the play styles, we got Loose Aggressive, we got Russell. In the calling station, we got Kyle, David, Dopey. And everybody else is pretty snug. Did you hear what I said?
I did not.
I said, sorry to hear about the wife.
Oh, yeah. I was pretty shocked.
Yeah. She's rich. She'll get out of it. That's the thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Apparently money can buy you out of attempted murder, so. Do
hopefully,
what?
hopefully that mic didn't pick up what I just said there.
Yeah, I'm sure it was something like that. It did not, by the way, so you're good. Mike King re-raises, 3 bets it up to $30 with Ace King.
Robinson heads up.
Raise the bar, I'm not leaving it. Bad.
James Dopey. Top pair of 10s. Not anymore. Russell takes it with the queen on the turn. That is, yeah, queen, showing a queen, correct. Patty Mack picks up a straight draw, needs the 9, needs the ace. He's going to come along. No. Jack's not going to get it done.
Good?
Yeah.
No spill there?
No spill.
You made it.
I made it. For those who can't see what's going on, I dropped my beer, but luckily nothing spilled out onto the carpet, so we're still good. And I can still drink it, so we're all good there.
27 hands deep
27 hands.
into this live stream.
So when is the next Weezer album coming out?
Possibly this year.
All right. I know you're looking forward to it.
I am. deuce flop here.
Nobody really hit much of that. Pretty much bricks all the way around. I believe the pair of deuces Randy's holding is still the best hand. Deuces are on the lead. Dopey's got the ace-high flush draw, so he's definitely going to stick around. Lil Polo has the best hand. Let's see if he can see what Dopey does first with his busted flush draw. No, he's going to bet it. Oh, it looks like
a raise.
Yeah. Well, either way, it's going to work whether he calls or raises.
Just a call.
Nice call from Lil Polo. I like it. Patty Mac has ace-4 hearts, 6-4 diamonds for Chandler. Any more hands coming around that might want to see a flop with those? Yeah, 6-8-10. Or 6-8-10, excuse me.
Patty Mac is.
Patty Mac's.
He's gonna bet out 10. Or
Yeah.
He's gonna call 10.
He's light years ahead of everybody else in this hand. Turns 2 pair.
You do it your way, I'll do it mine.
Walk around the table 3 times.
You do it your way, I'll do it mine.
A little bit of a bigger bet from him this time.
Let's see what
Yep.
works. It either worked or it didn't, right?
As we can see, unless the graphics are wrong, Russell cannot win. He has no outs to win.
Patty Mac, I think, is back in the green.
Grinding his way back.
It's a long way to the top.
Yep. The climb to the top takes a long time, but the fall down can be real fast.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, that's just how it is.
First-hand experience with that.
Yeah.
I mean, the game's slow enough as it is. Stand there and take about $2. You're worried about the game being slow?
Go back there and check these times. You lead it 100%.
Dopey pairs is 8. Lil Polo pairs that queen.
Indeed. Nobody else really has anything. Middle pair and middle pair and bottom pair. Maybe some backdoor draws if people want to stick around and see if we can catch some runners. There's one runner. That's one runner for Chandler. He picks up the backdoor club draw. We need to go to Choctaw, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever played dice? Have you ever shot craps before?
I have not.
Oh my goodness, you're missing out. You're talking about a activity that can absolutely just drain your wallet, but be the most fun doing it. It's playing craps, man.
And we do not advise that be done.
No, no, this is not a public service announcement for playing craps. But I'm just saying it's it's a fun game.
We frown upon that.
Head out around 8:30.
What pit games have you played? You played blackjack and roulette, I assume, right? You played any of the more pit games at a casino before?
No.
Oh man.
I've haven't spent much time in casinos.
Well, that's probably a wise decision. We don't advise empty wallets. That's correct, Ross. We don't.
Right.
But I'm telling you, that is the one. That is the one pit game in a casino that you could be losing money and probably somehow still be having a fun time doing it. There's nothing more fun. There's no other fun activity in the pits other than that as much fun as craps, for sure.
Yes. But again, we do not
Yeah, we don't condone it. We don't support it.
condemn it. We are only promoting this style of poker, which is
Yes.
a legal play.
Yeah.
We are operating legally.
Yeah. I wasn't. Gotcha. Yeah, we're not going to do that, Ross, unfortunately. As much fun as that would be, we cannot do that.
Yeah, we cannot do that.
Chuck, that is a losing strategy. I'm just going to be honest with you right now. Betting that long term is for sure going to be draining.
He said he was done.
Got 2 pair for Dopey. Straight draws here. Nope, Deuce of Diamonds is not going to help anybody. Let's see how much Dopey's going to bet. He's going to bet the rest of it. Putting it in. Looks like a hundo. Down. Down.
Nate, I don't know if I can take your word for that. I'm sure I can. But once again, we condone all actions of promoted goods that are illegal.
Wait, you said that wrong. You said that reversed how you said that.
We
but
condemn.
There you go.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you know the difference between condone and condemn because those are actually very opposite
Condemn.
words. Yes, we're just saying craps is fun in a casino or a legal casino, obviously. You know.
Yes, we do not condone
that here.
any promotion of illegal goods. Get that on record, YouTube. We do not.
We don't want to get What's the word? What do we get? A warning letter?
We got a community guideline.
Guidelines, yes. We don't want to be breaking guidelines protocol.
We did get a warning, and if we get another one, we are barred from streaming for a week.
Yeah. And then what are you guys going to do on Monday if we get barred for the whole week? What are we going to do is the question. What are we going to do, Lorenzo, if we're banned from streaming on a Monday?
I do not know.
We'll figure it out. Well, let's just not hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, let's not. Yeah, it's a condone or condemn. It's a conundrum.
Exactly, Tyler.
I am, yeah. Okay.
Flush for Bike King gets there. Little Polo, unfortunately, does not fill up. Bets it. Yes, we do, sir. Max degeneracy. It's a calamity. We're getting the English, the Webster's dictionary thrown at us right now, Lorenzo.
Yeah, you guys are so funny. Seriously, once again.
Yeah, he guys, it's like a joke, but not a joke. We don't want to we don't want to be breaching terms of service here. It's my fault. I brought it up. I didn't even think twice about it. That's why he was trying to covertly tell me, "Hey, man, let's not talk about this right now."
See, the thing is about the last one, I don't know if we actually. I'm pretty sure we did not. I'm 100% positive.
You said it was because we were talking about online something, like online gambling.
The strike specifically is for promotion of goods.
Promotion. Okay.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Gotcha.
I'll be
Well,
back after streaming. But
fair enough. Fair enough.
I'll let him know.
And online gambling is also something we condemn.
There we go.
We do not condone online gambling.
There we go. Lorenzo, can you hold this for like 5,
Yeah, sure,
2 minutes? I'll be back. Just.
We have Kyle in the lead with a paired king. And I'm sure he'd love runner hearts there.
Your winterize line as a intro to your
Dopey with middle pair.
your tree and
And Dopey just turned his middle pair into trip sevens.
winterize and you can give.
Kyle's gonna make it 15. Russell's gonna lay it down. And Dopey got there on the turn, and he's gonna stick to.
Big Slick's coming in seat 7.
Hear about the Poker Palace is supposed to be opening up in Dan Prairie. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Supposedly sometime this summer.
Patty Mac just came in and told me he's sitting in seat 7.
It's very. Looks like you got a lot of money.
Yeah, no, I thought Patty Mac was getting up, so I.
I'm back, Lorenzo. What'd I miss?
Are you still on the handout?
Nothing much.
Nothing much.
I'm psychotic. I have ESPN.
Nothing much. Switch to the high stakes world of double entry accountancy. Yes, that's an accounting joke for those who might be fellow accountants out there. You ever taken an accounting course before, Lorenzo?
I have not.
Yeah. Yep. You might someday. You're going to be going to school, so you might take one eventually.
Yeah, I'm totally planning on going to school for sure.
I mean, it's easier for sure now than ever because of just, technology and post-COVID world. A lot of it's remote. You can do it online. It's very convenient. Lorenzo, I hear Modest Mouse out there in the background.
I also hear Modest Mouse out there in the background.
Perfect.
I don't think I'm quite as excited about it as you are, though.
Yeah, well.
Not to say that you're super thrilled.
No, I mean I'm a Modest Mouse kind of guy for sure. I'm not saying I'm gonna pay front row to go see them
Sure.
at American Airlines Center.
I did see Modest Mouse pretty close to front row.
Yeah.
2022.
Yeah.
They opened for Weezer.
And I made the joke saying that Weezer should have opened for Modest Mouse, but uh, 52 pickup with Roy Schneider. Schneider's the guy from Jaws, right?
Yes, sir.
That's right, yeah.
Roy Scheider.
Scheider, that's right. I said Schneider. It's Scheider. That's correct.
If you really want to see him a better performance than Jaws, I think, is All That Jazz.
All That Jazz? Yeah, I'll have
All
to check
That
that one out.
Jazz.
What's two pair of fives and deuces from Kyle? Let's hold. I think that's probably a fair statement. Are we Mumford and Sons kind of people? I mean, I don't dislike Mumford and Sons.
I honestly don't think I've ever heard a single Mumford and Sons song.
You've definitely heard a song by them. It's just.
I think up until I was like 12, I thought Mumford and Sons was like an old sitcom.
Like Green Acres or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. No, but Mumford and Sons. I forget the song it is, but I know you've heard it for sure. What's their song called? It's pretty big.
Put my V-tip up there.
Yeah.
Voluntarily put chip in pot.
That's a lot of big words.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Nickelback fan myself, but that's good. I like it. These guys got jokes. They're making jokes out here.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. It's a free country.
Say like the modern equivalent to Nickelback in terms of being like the butt of the joke is like Imagine Dragons or something.
Yeah. Imagine Dragons.
Look at him together, because I still haven't looked. That's a good hand.
Imagine Dragons. They're from Vegas. It's a Vegas band right there.
Imagine Dragons?
Yeah, they're a Vegas band.
That'd be cool if they made music that was half decent.
You're not a fan either. Whenever they did like the halftime show for Super Bowl, that one got panned pretty hard.
They did a halftime show?
They did. Apparently, you weren't a fan of that one either. Yeah, like a couple years ago, I'm pretty sure they performed for during the halftime show at Super Bowl.
I did not know that.
Maybe I'm wrong about that. I know they performed somewhere big though.
You thinking of Coldplay, maybe?
No, I'm definitely not thinking of Coldplay. Yeah, it wasn't the half. It wasn't the Super Bowl. But they did a venue somewhere. I forgot what it was for. Some sporting event. I forgot what it was.
That's what TDA is.
Super plate, maybe? Hit the rim shot there.
Yeah.
Super
We
plate.
got almost 2.5 hours through this stream so far without making any kind of gimmicky soundbite.
Yeah.
Lorenzo just had to break that record. He shattered it.
Yeah, Greta Van Fleet is also a pretty big joke. 6 and 7.
No, I'm a big Killers fan. He's not quite on board with Killers like I am, but that's what me and Lorenzo always joke about. Like, I'll go to a Weezer concert with him if he goes see a Killer concert with me. And Kyle right here just runs down tens and jacks. He outflops him with the queen. David needs a jack. Nope, not going to be there. Kyle's going to win with the pair of queens.
You're out. I'm out.
Someone folded sevens. Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't see that, David. I'm sure that did happen. Huh.
Looks like we are losing David.
Yeah, man.
Chuck, I also saw Killers at Choctaw 2 years ago, and I was right there in right in front of the stage in the standing mosh pit area. It was absolutely slamming.
Weezer doesn't match the quality of the Killers. Okay.
I mean, he said it. I didn't say it. I'm just saying.
Matter if he said it, it's just wrong.
No, I'm just saying. Nate said it. I didn't say it. I'm just, don't get mad at me for what Nate said. There you go.
I was told I was supposed to give her Pat 10.
I don't even know who Brandon Flowers is. I'm assuming he's the lead.
Yes.
Of the Killers? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, it is correct. That's affirmative, sir.
I've never
Brandon,
heard the solo album, but I'll have to check it out.
Brandon Flowers is the lead singer for the Killers. That is correct.
I'm not opposed to hearing an album that body. Oh, all of his solo albums body Weezer. Okay, I'm not opposed to that idea. I'll be honest, as a Weezer fan, and I think every Weezer fan will tell you this, Weezer makes some pretty horrible creative decisions when it comes to their music.
What a sales pitch.
But it doesn't matter, because I mean, they made Blue, they made Pinkerton, they made the White Album, they made Everything Will Be Alright in the End, made OK Human. I don't know. I don't even know the name.
He can't even.
Killers album.
He can't even apologize for it. It was so bad. It was that bad.
I couldn't tell you the name of one Killers album. I could tell you the name of all 19 Weezer albums.
He is a walking encyclopedia when it comes to Weezer. This is not a joke. Chuck wants to know what's your opinion on Hosier.
I'm not familiar.
The-
I know the big hit
The big hit recently, yeah.
Oh, there's a recent one.
Well, I'd say the past year, the one about well, when I first got heard about it, it was taking me to church. That was that big song.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
No, but there's another one you've heard it. I guarantee it's been on the radio for like the past year. It's a pretty good song, I think. I just forget what it's called.
Okay.
Hold on. What's it called? Now you got me on Google looking this up. I know you've heard this song, Lorenzo. It's like there's no way you haven't heard this song yet. It is called "Too Sweet." You've heard that song.
Too Sweet.
I'm willing to bet money you've heard this song in passing somewhere on the radio station. If you listen to the radio, even like for every once in a while.
Weezer was not a one-hitter and gave up. They had at least 3 hits from their first album, and then their third album had a couple hits, Hashpipe and Island in the Sun, and their 5th album had 2 hits, Perfect Situation and Beverly Hills.
I hate to sound like the judge from my cousin Vinny, but are you stating opinions or facts?
I'm stating facts.
Okay.
Not all of them were like #1 on the charts, but they were in the top.
It's
30.
a fact.
Yeah.
Would you like me to explain? I would love to hear this.
Yeah. And then they had 1 hit from their 6th album, and then they had a cover of Africa, which for some reason was a smash hit.
Yeah, I couldn't explain. I can't explain it either.
For some reason, that song
did very well.
Gangbusters. I don't know why.
Low Polo, another good flop. Ace Jack.
Yeah, they had a few hits. They interesting you say that. They did not do a song for Shrek. They wrote a song called "My Best Friend," and DreamWorks called them up and they were like, "Hey, Weezer, we want to have a Weezer song on Shrek 2."
Oh my, Dope. Go ahead, continue telling the story. But Dopey just turns a Jackson 5s to take the lead. Go ahead.
Yeah. So DreamWorks calls them up and they're like, "Hey, we got Shrek 2 coming out. We're putting the soundtrack together. We want to have a Weezer song on it." And Weezer's like, "Okay, cool. We have this song called "My Best Friend," and they sent it to DreamWorks. And DreamWorks said no, because it sounds too much like a song that you wrote for a Shrek movie. Even though they wrote it completely independently of being involved with Shrek 2. So they just put it out on album 5, Make Believe 45.
Oh, well, there you go. I mean, I didn't know that. I wouldn't have known that unless you knew that.
If you go listen to it, you're like, oh, absolutely, this song was going to be on Shrek 2. C3.
There you go. I love it.
I do like the Counting Crows song on Shrek 2, though.
You know, I'm sure I've seen Shrek 2, but I can't think of it at the moment. I've definitely probably seen the first Shrek at least 10 times in my life, though.
It's Accidentally in Love.
Yep, for sure. So.
Thanks for bringing that up, Nate.
Yeah. I was really happy you said that, Nick, because I wanted to hear that whole speech right there as he went to go defend that pile of trash. I love it.
Any opportunity I get to just talk about useless Weezer information
/ Shrek trivia.
/ Shrek 2 trivia, yeah. Yep, that's a true story. That I
They did have some catchy songs in that soundtrack. I'll give them that.
Oh, yeah.
We're up to hand number 40.
But yeah, Weezer does have a lot of hits, but they're one of those bands where when you hear what hit songs they have, you're like, oh, I didn't know that was Weezer.
Right, right. Was it, Nate's asking, wasn't it the theme song of Shrek?
Are you thinking of All Star by Smash Mouth?
Oh, yeah, I forgot that was in that. That was one of the songs
You
in
might
that
be
film.
thinking of All Star by Smash Mouth.
Yeah.
I do like that song though. I appreciated what that song meant in like 2017.
In 2017?
Yeah.
What do you mean in 2017?
I guess you weren't around on that circle of the internet, but that song and Shrek were like huge memes.
Yeah, I guess I must have missed that. I must have missed that little pocket of time. It must have been a little bit of a time warp at the moment. I mean, didn't the lead singer from Smash Mouth die relatively recently?
I think he did pass away, yeah.
Like within the past 3 or 4 years? Dopey picks up a wheel draw, flush draw. Oh, it's so funny.
That's funny.
Oh, Nate, you're killing me over here. I love it. There we go. Poker House tournaments. What's going on? What's on the calendar?
I think it's gonna be our noon free roll.
Every day at 12 p.m. Our $500 guaranteed noon free roll.
Yes, that's true.
We're here for that. Come on, join us. It's a good group of people. It's a lot of fun. What else do we have throughout the week? Every day. That's something we do every day here. And we also have.
Nope, that's it.
That's it. Just that was our one little.
One off.
One off.
One off plug there.
Well, I'm sure I would be at that point. If I'd have got there, you'd have never seen it. How about that?
Is it fair to say that the most famous, most recognized Weezer song is that Sweater Undone song? Is that a fair statement?
It's not unfair. It's probably Beverly Hills.
You think it's Beverly Hills?
Yeah.
I still think it's that Sweater song myself, but.
You know what they say, no gamble, no future.
Let's find out. Let's go to.
Big Slick has pocket tins. I assume Big Slick is Jim joining us in the seat 6. Is that correct?
Yep.
Perfect.
According to Apple Music, their most listened to song is "Island in the Sun," which
that's also
doesn't really surprise me.
Doesn't surprise me in the
and
slightest.
Then "Say It Ain't So."
Say it ain't so.
And then Buddy Holly, then Beverly Hills, then Hash Pipe, then Undone, and then that miserable cover of Africa.
Yeah, for sure. You said it, not us. Miserable cover. And then after that, it's all the songs they cover because they're a glorified cover band.
They had one cover album. 10 songs. That's it.
I don't know, Nate. I don't know.
Just 10 covers. I mean, I think they released more, like officially, but
yeah,
just the one album. Go listen to Season's Winner and tell me what you think.
All right.
Tell me if you think they're a glorified cover band after you hear Deep and Dreamless Sleep. How's that?
That's probably fair enough. Fair argument.
That's all right. That's a Chris Moneymaker effect right there. You can tell I watch a little bit of DVD on DVD.
Let's put an embargo on the Weezer talk. Let's get back to the poker a little bit.
All right, fine.
I think we've been talking about Weezer for like 20 minutes.
We'll be here. Nate. Sevens for Randy. Just limps in. Some good hands here. Everybody's just limping in. Nobody's raised yet. And I think we're going to the flop. Six ways going to this flop.
Best place to do that, Nate, is on the Weezer fan subreddit.
Yeah, it's true. It's a solid point. You'll be able to recognize it. It has a huge list, or what's the word I'm looking for? A huge subscribers list to that channel.
Yeah. At least myself in there.
Yeah.
Because you will meet thousands of Weezer fans that share the same frustration and distaste as you do. The only disagreement is that I don't like Weezer, but I think they're the best band in the world. That's where we disagree.
Yeah. Well, I hope they come through town sometime in the next year or so. We'll stop by and we'll grab tickets.
At When We Were Young.
Do what?
They're playing at When We Were Young.
Okay. There you go.
They're the only band playing there that I'm interested in seeing, honestly.
Right.
All right, let's get back to the poker talk.
I mean, I was there. You're the one. I was talking poker. You brought him back up.
Let's talk about poker.
I'm here talking about poker. We're scanning these hands in. We're good to go. Chuck's making puns over here.
Yeah, there you go, Chuck. Let's see. Looks like. I'm not seeing it there anymore. I saw someone with 27%.
I would assume it'd be Randy, right? Maybe.
Might have been. Oh, well, he just jumped up to 69%.
Yeah, because he's the one with top pair. Kyle has a gutter straight draw. 4 would make him the straight.
Yeah. With all those folds, his lead has only jumped up. And
no, it's done. He's won the hand. He won that one fair and square. Where are we at, Lorenzo? Hand number 44?
44.
There we go.
Still pre-flop on hand 44.
Yep. 4 players, looks like. It's been raised up. Dopey raises up to $11, and we've got 3 callers. And it comes 3, 4, 10. Russell has a gut shot for the wheel draw. And nobody else really flops much of anything. There's a lot of... He bets it. He might just take this down right here with the bet. No, Russell's going to call for the straight draw. And Queen helps nobody except for Russell. Actually does, because he turns a flush draw. Needs the club to make the ace-high flush.
Dopey's still betting into it.
Yep. And Dopey doesn't know this, but all he needs to do is bet right here and he wins. Yep, and he's frustrated. He sees it right now. He's like, if I were to bet, I would have won this on the river. And he throws his hand into the muck.
Tosses it away.
Yeah. He checked it. If he bets there, he wins it.
$45 hands deep.
45.
About an hour and 12 left.
Yep. Well, what else is going on, Lorenzo? What else you been thinking about lately?
Trying to multitask, I guess. Nothing much on my brain.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I gotta get a car.
Yeah, get yourself a car. I mean, get yourself a car, get yourself a driver's license. These are all important things for you to get.
Yes, I do need to. 23 years old, have not gotten my license yet.
Yeah. It doesn't. I can't even. My brain can't even. It cannot comprehend how that's possible. You're talking to a guy who literally got his driver's license the day he turned 16, and here you are, 7 years.
The
7 years.
Something different when it did.
Do what?
Oh, having license meant something different whenever you got yours.
All right, I know I'm older than you, or by a substantial amount, but I don't see how that changes the fact how you don't get a license in 7 years since you've been eligible to do so. But hey, man, I'm not here to judge you. I care about you, so.
Just didn't have much enthusiasm about it.
I mean, apparently your home life was a lot better than my home life, because I was ready to get out there and start roaming around.
I was more of a just stay in my bedroom all day kind of teenager.
There you go.
So I was not a very outgoing person.
Wow. I'm telling you, you'll feel it's like a rite of passage, man. You get that driver's license, you officially get that, hey, I can go anywhere I want to, you know. I can flee if I want to, get in the car, go wherever I want to.
Yeah. I'm sure.
I mean, it'll probably make you feel better, if because like, if you've been driving on the road without your permit or without your license, I mean, if you get pulled over. Nope.
Haven't been doing that.
All right, good. I'm glad to see that you're fully compliant then.
I'm an upstanding citizen. I have not broken any driving laws.
No, of course not. I wasn't insinuating you were. I'm just saying you will feel better once you're able to be out there on the road. Might as well just go ahead and go for, get your CDL while you're at it. Get both, two birds with one stone in case you need it one day.
Yeah, I don't think I will though.
He does have his girlfriend driving him around.
That's exactly the case there.
It's like, you ever seen the movie Driving Miss Daisy? Except Daisy is driving him.
Yeah.
He's Daisy in the back seat as opposed to being, I forget the guy's name in the film, but played by Morgan Freeman. No, I know it's Morgan Freeman, but I forget the character's name.
No, I'm just saying it doesn't matter what the character's name is. It's Morgan Freeman.
Oh, Randy picking up aces here. Let's see what he is. Raises to 16. All right, he picks up 3 callers. He's got aces. Do you know how to drive a stick, Lorenzo?
I do not know how to drive a stick, no.
Well, there you go.
It's 2025.
Flop set. Let's call it out. Lorenzo, you see this? I see flop set on table 1.
I see the same thing.
Yep. Let's see how it plays out.
I think that would be the second or third set of aces tonight.
I will say this. He's not out of the woods because if you notice, little Polo here has a straight draw. Go on 2 ways.
7.
Yeah, I guess I don't think you have to learn how to drive a stick to. I don't think you have to learn how to drive a stick to get your driver's license these days.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my.
There's a 7.
Oh gosh. Fireworks en route. Randy's gonna bet it.
Polo has cracked Randy's aces.
Right. Temporarily, it's not over yet. We still have a river to go. But I will say this, and amazingly, not only does he turn the best straight, he actually improves his hand with a redraw to a straight flush draw as well. So Randy thinks he needs the board to pair, which he does.
Correct.
But see this? You see how the jack of hearts?
Oh yeah, Jack Hearts would give him the straight flush.
Exactly, and it's not there. So Randy cannot use the jack of hearts.
9 of Jack or a 7 would do him good.
But it can't be the jack of hearts. An ace. He needs an ace, a 9, a 7, the jack. That's not a heart. And oh, King does not do it. So
the Lopello advances to a heart flush.
he does. He already had the best hand. He makes his hand a little slightly better. Little Polo. Mr. Cerruti just absolutely cracks a huge hand. Nice hand.
We're on scene. Yeah, it's just being weird. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go back and watch the stream to make sure that no one can hear me talking to Winner.
No, I don't think anybody can hear that. But we'll definitely go back and watch the stream and make sure you cut out all the arguments we've had about the pros and cons and which ones made sense between me and Nate, which ones you thought were fair points, and we'll go from there.
I'm just gonna dub it to make it seem like I won the argument, and then
Yeah, there you go. You can just put it into some kind of program and just chop it up and
yep.
dub it over. Man, Andrew flops a pretty big hand. Middle pair and a king high flush draw. Patty Max slightly lower flush draw. Doesn't realize it, but a spade does not help him here. And Andrew's hand holds up. He had the best hand, and he still has the best hand. Pair of jacks, king kicker. Patty doesn't know this, but he did not want to see that spade anyways. Spade would have got him in trouble.
Mighty Mighty Boss tones going on in the back.
That's right. This song reminds me of like, what's that band called? I don't know. I'll have to think about it.
Ska rips.
Yeah, it obviously makes me think of a ska band for sure. I just forget what that band's called.
Ska is good. Methinks.
Ron, yes, sir.
What are y'all doing? Need another Modelo?
No, I'm okay. I think 4 for one evening's fine.
How about a piece of bacon for a hamburger steak?
Yeah, bring that to Lorenzo. For those who didn't get that joke, Lorenzo does not eat any of that. He's vegan.
Ron's been he's been in a good mood today.
He's been making jokes.
He's always in a good mood, but
Pair of sixes, Russell still in the lead. He's hanging in there.
Diamond would crush him.
Nope, no diamond.
Two pair. Sixes.
The frames per second. I assume that's what FPS stands for, frames per second.
Yes, frames per second. That's correct. It also stands for first-person shooter.
Yeah. Were you played much many first-person shooters back in the day while you were not driving around as a teenager?
Not so much. My cousin had an Xbox.
Yeah.
When we were kids. We played Black Ops 2, Halo.
I was always more of a Counter-Strike guy. I was slightly before that.
Yeah,
time
I've heard you mention Counter-Strike before.
Yeah. That was like a very, very very late '90s, very early 2000s first-person shooter. It was actually a pretty big game back in the day. It had a lot of. I mean, it was a big esports competitive game they played.
What are they playing in the esports world these days? Do you have any idea?
I'm sure they still play League of Legends.
Yeah, that's probably true.
StarCraft is probably all but dried up for the most part, especially StarCraft 2. What else they got? I'm sure they still play.
Valorant? I think that's the name of the game.
Yeah, I'm sure there's Warzone or some kind of modern warfare is probably still in there.
Probably.
I don't know. Anybody else in the chat? What do they play?
Gamers in chat.
Gamers in the chat. What do they play competitively online these days and in the esports arena? Fortnite maybe still. I don't know. I never played that one, but I know that was big.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Fortnite's pretty big there still.
What else is out there? I don't know.
Batty Mac. I feel he's gonna come back and watch the stream and be like, "What in the world?"
Apex. That's a big one too.
Apex, yes.
Yes. I mean, my competitive gaming career died a long time ago, but I always wanted to try, you know. StarCraft was always my game of choice as a kid. That's what I used to play.
I get laughs when I say this, but I play a lot of COD Mobile.
What is it?
Call of Duty Mobile.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I play that a lot, and it always gets laughs from people that play like actual games on PC or console.
Yeah. There's no competitive video game you play on your cell phone, bro. Just being honest.
Say that again.
There's no competitive.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
If you're playing on, yeah, exactly. If you're playing The Sims on your cell phone, it's not an esports game. Lawn Simulator, that was funny.
I will wash any challenger in Call of Duty Mobile. I will clear. But get me on a console or a PC.
Oh yeah, you're drawing dead.
I'm drawing dead. Yeah.
Tens hold up on Russell's end. Big Slick did not get there. There's no queen or ace. Apex is a good one too. There's so many great video games out there, man, that are worth like just going back and playing again. Like I have this nostalgia. You're not gonna know what this is because you're way too young. But like going back to like the original Nintendo or like NES or Super NES and playing like Mario World. You know.
Yeah, I used to play the South Park game on Nintendo 64.
There you go. Yep. You know, there's all kinds of classics. You have your N64 GoldenEye. You have, you got your original Doom on PC, stuff like that.
Yeah, Doom. I played Doom before.
Yeah.
Drawing a blank here. Oh, Sega Genesis. I've played a lot of games on.
Sonic for sure.
Sonic for sure.
A hidden gem on Genesis was a game called Sunset Riders. Really hard game to beat, but it was so fun.
I don't think I ever played that. I played a lot of Shinobi 3.
Yeah. NFL Blitz, where you could literally just like run and just smash somebody before they got the ball.
Right. NBA Jam.
NBA Jam. He's on fire.
Yeah. Big head mode on NBA Jam.
Yeah.
That's
definitely played a lot of Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 as a kid on Genesis as well. Mortal Kombat to name one as well.
Yeah, I played a lot of Mortal Kombat too. Scorpion, go to.
Get over here.
Mortal Kombat main Scorpion. I play with Katana time to time too.
That was fun. I heard I know they did the movie like a couple years ago, right?
Yep.
I heard they're doing another one though.
That's what I hear too.
I like the audacity. I like the ambition.
Say that again.
I like I don't think it was really successful, but they're doing it again. So more power to them. Making movies about video games and having a good adaptation of that is very tough.
Yeah.
Like very, very tough.
It's got to be hard.
Like
I don't envy any filmmaker tasked with.
Yeah. I would say maybe Resident Evil did okay with it. Sonic, I guess you could say to some degree, was okay with those Sonic movies.
Yeah, there's 3 of them now and like a spin-off show or something. So.
But it's tough.
I hear good things about Last of Us.
Nate, that's a great question. Or not question. That's a great, very good video game. And for anybody, I know not everybody's going to be able to go and play the video game because no one's going to have that kind of time on their hands. But I will say this: the HBO series, I think the 2nd season just started. I can honestly say it is one of the most beautifully adaptations of a video game for a television series ever. I mean, just the acting, the quality, the direction, it's all just spot on. So if anybody has not been watching The Last of Us on HBO, I would recommend checking it out, including you.
I'm sure I'll get to it.
No, I know you're going to get to it, and I know you're not going to rush to it because it's not on your to-do list.
Right.
But one day, it might be a year and a half from now, you're going to come back to me Matt, you were so right. I should have I should have watched this way back when. And I'm yeah, I know, I told you, bro. Because it is really it's a beautiful story and it's beautifully done. So, Last of Us, for anybody who has not checked it out yet, check it out. And the video game's pretty fun too on top of it, if you ever play it.
I just finished The Newsroom.
Newsroom, yeah.
Another HBO show.
Yeah. It's a good series, but it's not The Last of Us, so I'm just saying.
Okay. Did Aaron Sorkin write The Last of Us?
No, he didn't. But
Well,
a guy named Neil Druckmann or something. Something
like that. The guy that wrote a superhero movie.
A superhero movie?
Yeah, you know those like epic movie and date movie and stuff like that.
No, it's not the same guy.
Yeah, it is.
It's not.
Absolutely, it is.
No, it's this dude right here.
Yeah, no.
Druckmann.
Yep, the same guy.
I don't believe you, man.
100% same guy that wrote superhero movie.
I'm not seeing that here on his Wikipedia page, but
You're not going to see it on Wikipedia. You're going to see it on IMDb.
Oh gosh.
Neil Druckmann, IMDb, wrote superhero movie 2007 or 2008, whenever it came out.
I'm not going to question the guru when it comes to this, so I'll take your word for it. Russell, pair of 7s is in the lead. Neil Druckmann.
Dopey not far behind with his spade flush draw. And Big Slick. Oh, Big Slick is in the lead.
Is he?
9s.
Oh, 9s, yes.
Pocket
9s are in the lead. Absolutely.
Big Slick shoved all in. Looks like Russell called with his pair of 7s. Dopey is in the tank, and he's gonna call.
He's got a straight draw, spade draw. I agree, Nate. I'm sure that's why it was already been canceled. And the nines hold. Big slick gets it through. Nines hold.
I think if Dopey bet out there, he might have gotten the. Oh, Big Slick was all in.
Yeah.
Never mind.
There's no point there. Would have been betting into a dry side pot. But
just under an hour left.
gonna get an add-on here from Dopey. Looks like he's buying more checks.
And 52 pre-flop. Middle of the first betting round.
So we got Polo has sevens, but Andrew picking up some queens. But nobody else re-raises, so Andrew's slow playing the queens, just calling. And aces up for Dopey, but Kyle flops trip nines. And Patty Mac has the king high flush draw. So a little something for everybody here. See how it all plays out. Andrew calls with the queens. Polo bets with the sevens. Kyle just says, "Hey, I'll stick the 100 in right now with the trip nines and see how this plays out." Is Patty gonna want to come along with the flush draw though?
Polo lets it go too.
Yeah, I don't see Andrew or Polo coming along, but Patty may or may not want to gamble with the king high flush draw.
Andrew lets go of his queens.
Yeah, like I said, I was pretty sure they were both gonna let go. But Patty may or may not want to gamble here with the flush draw.
Looks like we're having a floor call here. I think Dopey meant to call 20, was not aware that 100 was out. And Chrissy's probably going to make the right floor call here and let him know that it's still verbal.
Yeah, if the action changes, he can pull his bet back. Nope, but James calls. Dopey's calling. And he wants to gamble with the flush draw. I like it. See what happens. Well, he's not going to catch the 10 of spades because that's what Kyle holds in his hand, but any other spade at the moment will be good for Patty. That's not going to be one, though. Oh, but they all check around. How is this possible? How did he not set the rest of his money in? But it doesn't gonna matter because Kyle's still gonna win this hand. Kyle's gonna show his 9, and it's gonna be shipped all the way. It's Kyle's spot. Does watching all this poker make you want to get on the table, Lorenzo?
For this long, it makes me want to go home and lay down and go to sleep.
Oh.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I'll be honest. I enjoy my job, but it's a lot of poker to watch.
Yeah. Let's talk about some tournaments. I'll let you do the honors here on this one.
Yeah, I think we're going to be talking about our $1,000 guaranteed Deuces Wild tournament.
That's twos are wild.
Twos are wild, yes. You did read and hear that correctly. It's Deuces Wild free roll every Tuesday night at 6:30 p.m., so we'll see you tomorrow for this one. Same buy-ins and add-ons as all of our other evening tournaments, $1,000 in the guarantee. and I think it was a little confusing at first for some people the way we rank the hands based on their wild cards, but as people have caught on, it's been pretty consistent there. So.
Yeah. Best possible hand is a natural royal flush without any wilds.
Correct.
Then the next best hand possible is 5 of a kind, obviously using wilds.
Right.
And then the next best possible hand is going to be a wild royal flush.
Correct.
Yep. And then natural straight flush under that. Then natural 4 of a kind.
Oh, does natural 4 of a kind?
The naturals are always going to beat the wilds.
No, does the natural 4 of a kind beats natural straight flush? Is what I'm saying.
No, that's different. Those are different ranks.
Oh,
though.
sorry, wild straight flush.
So a wild royal will beat a natural straight flush, but any other, but when it comes to straight flush and straight flush, that's not a royal. The natural is going to beat the wild. Does that make sense? So you can have.
No, I'm sorry. I'm saying does natural 4 of a kind beat the wild straight flush?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, that's
it's
right.
it's when they're stacked on top. So if it's 4 of a kind versus 4 of a kind, a natural 4 of a kind is going to beat a wild 4 of a kind, and same thing with straight flushes. But after that, a wild royal will actually beat a natural straight flush if it's a wild royal, and then it's 5 of a kind, natural royal.
I thought I heard you move from natural straight flush to natural 4 of a kind.
David, what's your question so we can answer it? I'm sorry, can you rephrase that to make sure I understand it? Sounds like they have an open seat over there in the main game on table 1. Oh, I think I understand your question. He's asking, are the points in the Deuces Wild for the Road to Vegas?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
If that's your question.
If that's your question, then yes. I think I understand it now. Yeah, those points count towards the Road to Vegas.
Yes, playing in any tournament will get you Road to Vegas points.
Yep. Yep. Yes, sir. So that the Deuces Wild tournament, those points also qualify for the Road to Vegas. So come on out if you want to come and play in that one.
$54 hands deep. Goodness gracious.
Rocking along. I think we covered everything today. We covered music, movies, video games, high school. What else have we not covered today?
What have we not covered today?
Yeah. We've covered a wide range.
Yeah, we have covered quite a bit. Poker we haven't covered.
Yes, we have. I mean,
yeah, we've been talking.
It's been in and out, but we've caught some good hands. I might have missed a big hand or two, but I'll try to call out as the worlds collide in these big hand moments. I try to call it out as I see it. Like when aces and kings run against one another.
Correct. Aces versus kings versus jacks.
Versus jacks. Make sure to grab that one for the reel on Instagram later.
We'll be seeing that in a clip.
So David, it's not. Yes, we're gonna give away 2 seats, but it's not gonna be drawing. It's this separation between. There's gonna be one tournament for one tournament for the tournament leaderboard points. That's one, and the other is for the accumulation of your cash game hours. So you can obviously play in both because if you do both, but they're going to be 2 different for each entity, for each category, I should say. One's going to be for your cash game hours, one's going to be for your tournament points, and obviously if you do both, you can do both. But they're separate. They're the accumulation of the chips and to your starting stack is going to be graded by those
Yeah.
by that differentiation.
We did do that drawing last year.
Yeah.
We had cash players and tournament players.
Shout out to Finley for the draw
Yes.
for picking that one out. So. All right, Russell. His hand runs out pure because he has another big hand that we were talking. I was answering the question, but top set for Andrew flops top set. Russell flops the nut flush, or no, excuse me, not the nut flush, the nut straight, and it basically runs out brick to where Andrew could lose a lot of money. But we'll see what happens. So Polo folds. What is Andrew gonna do with, which is essentially, yeah, he's gonna see that. He's gonna see that. He was already in, and tough hand. Nothing you can do there. Looks like we got a seat open. Andrew, I think, has done for the night. So we might have. Do we have somebody else joining us? You think, Lorenzo?
I am unsure.
Unsure on that.
I believe there are still people out there playing in their main cash game. Do not know if they're gonna make their way over to the live stream table.
Gotcha.
And we're having some trouble reading the cards because everyone folded super early.
Gotta scan those cards in, otherwise it doesn't work too well.
The entire point of the live stream is to get them
Scanned
in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some white stripes in the background.
I wasn't a huge White Stripes guy myself.
Really?
I mean, I don't dislike them. It's not like I wouldn't go see them, but I'm not like, oh, I gotta go see them, you know?
Big white stripes guy.
You are.
Yep.
Starts Wednesday. Starts Wednesday, yeah. I didn't know they had. Yeah.
My girlfriend just sent me a link to a YouTube video entitled "Cheated with My Lesbian Twin Sister, Jerry Springer, Season 27."
Yeah. I watched. There's a Jerry Springer documentary on Netflix. It kind of gives some insight to the people who used to, like, producers who used to work on the show back in the heyday, and just the moral decay.
Yeah, is it on Netflix?
It is on Netflix. I watched it. It wasn't bad. There was obviously a lot of shock value and just craziness that happened, but I think one of the bigger storylines of that documentary was the true story of two guests who were on that show. I guess, one was having some kind of an adulterous affair, and one of those people went and, like, killed the other person that they were having. Yeah, and, like, got murdered, and they were having to be, like, it happened after they were on the show, so it was like a big controversy. Yeah, they don't.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Jerry Springer was a little bit of a crazy show. Back when I was a kid, skipping school, we didn't have cable, so unfortunately that was one of the shows that I had to be defaulting to watch at 11 o'clock in the morning to noon or something. Gilbert, hey man, next time we'll be here
Yeah.
for you, buddy.
Just about 45 minutes or so left here.
Let's go. 45 minutes. Yeah. See, I know you don't know anything about this, but there was a time in my life when I remember, like, if I missed school for whatever reason during the day, I had, like, literally, like, maybe 7 channels to watch. It was, like, Channel 4, Channel 5, Channel 8, 11, 13, and, like, 27 and 33.
Oh, you were in the numbered channels era.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if it was like watching, like, Guiding Lights or All My Children or nothing at, like, noon. It was bad. Definitely grew up point in my life where I did not have anything beyond just basic antenna television. It was tough. See, you got killers in the background.
That explains why I suddenly got so sleepy.
Well played, sir.
No, they have a lot of good songs.
They do. I know. That's what. Because they're a good band. I know.
You might even say they're killer.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, no.
All in. Let's see right here. Let's take a look. Oh man, that's 2 gimmicky sound bites tonight. I want the record to show that I did not play them. That was Lorenzo.
Quick.
Sorry guys for that obnoxious little just bombing of sound bites.
We're a serious production here.
Yeah, we're not hack comics over here. So we got an all in and a call. 9s versus ace queen. Oh my! For not hitting a pair, Dopey has basically the best possible flop he could ask for. Yeah, that shuts it out. And the 9s are drawing dead. He hit the flush on the turn and it's over. And I hit a button I wasn't supposed to. And now I'm taken out of that.
Another flush on the board there.
Yep. And get on the board. That's an ace-high flush for Dopey.
Okay, just found out I left a tournament ad on screen for a pretty decent amount of time there. I think it's going to be about 10 minutes, honestly.
Oh, okay. Good. Well, we can talk about other things during that time period as well then,
That
besides poker.
is really unfortunate. Hopefully it wasn't that long.
Yeah.
If I see it come on screen within the next like 2 minutes, I'm gonna start crying.
So, do you know where this band's from? You know where they're from?
Vegas?
That's it.
I figured you'd say that, yeah.
Yep, this is a Vegas band. Absolutely, sir. Good call.
Are you from Texas, Matt?
I was born in North Dakota, but yes, I've basically lived in Texas for about 98% of my life. But I was technically born in North Dakota.
You don't have any sort of southern accent.
I don't?
Not that I detect. I don't
No.
think I have much of one either.
I don't think you have much of it either. I don't pick up on any of the kind of southern dialects or anything. Wow. Said it full house on the river for Dopey hits the deuce. Yeah, I don't think it. I mean, sometimes I'll talk to people. They say I have a little bit of a southern drawl, but I mean, I don't think I do. But I mean, these are also people from that I know from up north though as well. I've definitely have some people, some family members from like North Dakota, Minnesota area, that absolutely have that Minnesotan accent, that Fargo accent. You know.
Yeah. Minnesota Mike
Yes, that guy for
and
sure.
Eric and
Eric.
Renee. We have a lot of Poker House alumni from.
But it's funny. Out of the three of them, I would say I don't think Eric has much of one, and I don't think Renee has
Eric
much.
very much has absolutely.
You think so?
does. Yeah.
I guess he does. Yeah.
He totally does.
But to me, I think Michael has more. Of
Oh
it.
yeah, Mike has a really thick one.
Felt bad for Mike, man, because like he went to Peaks, and then you know what happened there, and then he went to Copa, you know what happened there, and just like having a rough go of it.
Come back, Mike.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think he's made for this room at this point. But hope he's doing well.
You know what they say, wish in one hand and scrap in the other.
He was our only stream dealer for like 6 months.
Yeah, he was, man. He would do it. He would do it. Him and that Vikings tat he had on his arm.
I am.
Top 2 for Randy. What were you saying?
I'm really praying that I don't see that bomb pot ad come up because I took it off 4 minutes ago.
Yeah. We could be talking about it for a while, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. If we do, we'll just talk through it, man. Sorry, guys, if we end up having it on screen, we cut to an ad and it stays up there for like 5 minutes.
I'm nervous it's coming like soon.
Yeah, well.
If it comes soon, we're going to be talking about that for like 11 minutes.
We got other things we can talk about in the meantime, probably. Huge hand for Randy, top 2, or, flop top 2. He's all in. Kyle's going to need a 9 or a king if he calls. Those are the only cards that will help him. Nope, gets away from it. Good fold. Russell can only move the 5. He's got a straight draw.
And there it is.
Let's talk about let's at least address it while we got the elephant in the room.
Yep. Oh, it still says Deuces Wild.
Deuces Wild at Tuesdays at 6:30, guys. Are $1,000 guaranteed. Deuces Wild free roll. $10 will get you 10,000. $35 will get you the most starting stack at 35,000. Anytime you're below 10,000 or less, you can rebuy. Or I'm sorry, you can add on for 25,000 for $25, and then as usual, end of regulation add-ons. $50 will get you 50,000. $75 will get you 100,000 in chips.
That is correct.
Optional during the add-on period. And if this is a staple for a while, as we mentioned it, I don't know.
Yeah, we got cheat sheets. You heard us talking about
The cheat sheets.
rankings.
Yeah,
We
the
got
hand rankings.
for you guys. And you'll be able to understand why you're winning with what you're winning with.
And then moving on, we got the $1,500 guaranteed free roll tournaments with Bomb Pod. This is going to actually be every Sunday and Friday, Wednesday. So Sundays and Fridays is at 7 p.m. Wednesdays it starts 30 minutes earlier at 6:30.
Correct.
The same format, guys. $10 get you 10,000 in chips. Anytime you're at 10,000 below for 25, you can add on for another $25 for 25,000 to start it to top off the 35,000 starting stack. That's unlimited throughout the first until the end of regulation, where there is the optional add-on period for $50 will get you 50,000 in chips, or $75 will get you 100,000 in chips. And we do that 3 days a week here, Sunday, Friday, and Wednesday. Just the one small difference is on Wednesdays it starts 30 minutes earlier at 6:30 as opposed to 7 p.m.
And we got about 6 minutes left with.
So we got 6 minutes, guys, in the chat. And what else? What else can we talk about at the moment before we get back to the poker? Who has any ideas, any suggestions, any comments, any questions? Feel free to reach out to us at this moment.
Yep.
We're killing time for about the next 5 minutes.
Boy.
What, Lorenzo? Do you have any questions?
I do not.
You did not.
I wish so desperately I had questions.
I wish I had an answer for you. You know?
Yeah, let's go to WinStar.
Yeah, I'm ready to go to WinStar when you're ready to go WinStar. You want to go? We can go this weekend if you want to.
I'll be ready in about 3 paychecks.
All right, buddy. we're gonna pull our bankrolls together in 3 paychecks, and then we'll be ready by early June.
Yep.
Nice little summertime trip down there. Up there, excuse me. It's up there. It's north of here. Huh. I will be honest with you. When I went with you and your girlfriend and some other people, I forgot who, I know who we went with, but anyways, that was the first time I've been to WinStar. It had to be the first time I went to WinStar, and almost probably since COVID, like whenever like they shut down. It was that long ago for me, so it was crazy. There was a time period when I was close to your age where I was going to WinStar, I guarantee you, like at least 2 to 3 times a week. It was bad. I was absolutely just DJing off out there, playing poker. You know, this is way before they had dice. It was bad.
Which we don't condone.
Exactly. But yeah, I used to play a lot of poker up there at WinStar. This is back when it was like, there's a time whenever, like now you go, you kind of see it looks like a big building, right? And that's just a facade. It's just really just a big tent they have for the most part, and they just kind of built around it to make it look like it's not a tent. But when I went there 20 plus years ago, it was just a tent out there in the middle of Thackerville. So.
Yeah. I've never been to Choctaw, so.
Well, we'll get out there sometime. It'll be fun. Choctaw's a very nice casino. And right now they have the Mr. Wells. I'm here, buddy.
It was Andrew.
Yeah. We got to take our boy Lorenzo to Choctaw. He's never been. He's missing out on a cool casino. And right now they got the tournament series and everything. Rhino's in the house.
Yes.
Got to get Rhino to go with us. It'll be a lot of fun. Only thing that's not fun about Choctaw is the drive. The drive's a drag. Other than that, once you're there, it's
a lot further than WinStar.
I mean, like it just depends where. Yeah, I think so. I mean, like if you live on the east side of town, if you're like closer to Dallas, it's not that bad. But like if you're here in South Fort Worth, you know, you gotta like. I mean, you can do it one of 2 ways. You can drive all the way north on 35, cut across 82, and then go, you know, to 75 and get there. Otherwise, you gotta like basically get like on. 183 going to 635 going, and then hit 75 and then go all the way north. So, I mean, just.
Not sure what that means, Ryan.
I think that's a car.
Okay. It was
Andrew.
Piper. P-I-E.
Yeah. Yeah, is that
He's off the clock. Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea what that means.
No, what does that mean? Right here. Oh, he's down to go. Yeah. Rhino's he's going to come to Choctaw with us, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, he's saying he's down
Yeah.
in a way that is similar to six flats on a dually. I
Yeah.
still do not know what six flats on a dually is.
I think that's like a truck with like you usually have more than like a couple tires on each side. You have like a semi rig or something.
Okay.
And like he's got a lot of flat. It's just a joke, but yeah,
All right.
it's a vehicle, a dually.
Those of us that don't know about cars very well.
Yeah, I don't either. That's the thing. So.
We can fix that. Yeah.
No, you're fine. You're fine, Rhino.
Sorry, boys,
we're
I'm a
just
redneck.
we're just uneducated and we're like we're definitely we're like Mitch and City Slickers. You know what I mean? We're not like Jack Palance out there on the.
There you go.
Exactly. That's the best analogy I have right there.
I think we have about 1 minute left with this bomb pod ad.
Yeah.
And believe me, I'm counting down the seconds. Every second this is up is killing me inside.
Well, it's all good, man. Here to fill the gap in the meantime.
I got too distracted with
What?
all the conversation going on.
Oh man, he's gonna blame it on me now.
No. I think at that moment we were talking about a movie or something.
We were probably talking about Weezer at that moment.
Yeah, that's probably true. Well, I guess I won't run the bomb pod ad at the end of the live stream that
Yeah.
has been up for
Because we've had
nearly
this
10 minutes.
we've had this up for 7 minutes now.
Any second now, it'll switch over.
I'm fine. I mean, I'm Man, I assume that means you've been hunting, right? Is it hunting season right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
He's been out hunting.
Well, how'd you do? How'd you do this week?
I'm rooting against you. I'm rooting for those turkeys there, Rhino. Any second now. We'll get there.
It's all good. It's all good, man. He'll be here eventually. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Back to the. Do we miss a few hands in between, I assume?
Oh yeah.
All right. He didn't. They were all spared. He didn't damage any of them, so we're all good there, for your sake. All right, guys. Right hand 65. Sorry for that delay in the action. Appreciate y'all's patience.
I think we missed about 4 hands.
Yeah. Russell's raising it up to $10 with the ace queen. And Randy, right behind him, has the Rockets going up to a quarter. Now all the aces are in play because Dopey has ace jack. And he has the feeling he should fold. Well, he was going to fold it, but he's going to play with it instead. Oh. All right. 3 players. Ace is well in front. Not gonna mess around. Just gonna put it in, and I would assume this is just gonna get through. I don't think anybody can call.
I think it's gonna be full fold. Oh, Russell's thinking about it.
Yeah, I still think he's gonna fold though. I don't think he's gonna put. Doubt he'll make the call. He doesn't want a fold, but he's probably going to.
Runner, runner, queen, queen.
Runner, runner, ace, ace is more likely.
Yeah.
Or I mean, not ace, ace, spade, spade. Sorry.
Spade, spade.
Yeah, he folds.
You should probably call. She didn't bust an ace and one. Yeah, you going big.
Is that right?
I knew we were sharing out. You had an ace.
66 hands deep with about 20 minutes to go.
Kyle's got the fives.
Raise it up to 51. Fold, fold, fold.
Dopey's queen jack has a considerable lead pre-flop, but he lets it go. What was that raise? $51 with 10 deuce.
Big slick.
That must be where he gets the nickname.
Yep.
Wait, wait, wait.
I got an autographed poster with that from.
They both folded.
Big old poster too. Somewhere, I don't even know what it is. Todd?
C9. I think we'll be able to see a flop on this one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everyone got in there for just $6. 3 players. And Russell takes the lead, pairing his ace.
Yeah, but I'm old. They're supposed to think I got it.
I'm old too.
Little Polo might be thinking his 9 is good.
Yeah. Goes check, check. It looks like. Yep.
3 of spades on the river.
You're older than me then. You just look better.
You knew that though, Patty Mac.
We're older than you.
You knew I was old. I knew you were old. Yeah.
The old man's game. What you doing in this game?
Some serious props to Rhino, Patty Mac, and Reese, and all the guys that can do this for the whole 3 hours and consistently talk about the table.
It's a skill, definitely. I know I haven't mastered it yet. I don't think I'll ever will, but props to them for sure. Big Slick picking up the aces, the Rockets. Dopey coming in with the deuces.
These guys are a little bit younger. Still Riccio.
In the window, has a deuce. Let's see how his hand plays out. He's cracking the aces so far. Patty's out. Russell's out. Does Dopey just call with the set? It looks like he's just calling. Oh, no, I guess they went all in. They went all in. And the deuces will hold through. Set of deuces. Big hands. Big hand. Aces
100 messages today in stream chat.
Aces cracked today, too. Right here.
Quite a few times, yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't the first time, was it? Yeah.
A lot of pocket aces in general, actually.
Yeah, we saw a lot of aces today. I agree with that.
What'd she say?
I don't know. But it's probably almost like you ain't gonna make it to 12. Big bully. Big bully. He's done. He took the mic. Can you catch him?
Hand 69, I think we have 7 hands to go after this one. Randy wakes up with queens.
There's the raise with the queens. 16. I think Big Slick is done for the night. Ran into that unfortunate hand. His aces got cracked. I believe he's done.
There's only 9 mics on the table. Both Andrews sat in the same seat. See, you're being a bully. Bully, bully, bully.
Totally don't think you can.
They got him. Give his money back. Took advantage of a flop too.
The bike king. I said that 5 times. The bike king.
I still don't know what he's saying. Like riding a bike?
Yeah.
With a crown?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's on the screen. Andrew Piper's the name, right?
Randy's queens have not held up well so far.
Nope.
His one out is a jack.
His one is a jack.
You
He needs
lay him down, though.
he needs Chandler to make 2 pairs. Probably not gonna happen.
On to our 70th hand of the night.
7-0.
7-0.
They didn't come back a little later.
He'll be back tonight, but I don't know how that's gonna work.
We just started
Here,
before
working people, or will y'all close down?
you and Bowie. Yeah. I need some Bowie back here, eh?
Maybe.
Randy Mansell, Steve Sikowski, Scott Tennyson. Scott was a field goal kicker.
King Jack versus Ace Deuce. Oh, we are right at the beginning of the hand.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, we got a few more hands coming through.
Couple suited hands here.
And queen out there in
Gives
the.
Kyle the pair.
It does. Straight draw for Patty Mac. Probably the best draw other than that at the moment. Patty can take the lead with an ace or a 4.
Patty Mac's gonna call with Ace Deuce. Needs a 4 for that draw.
They caught the ace.
But
Still,
he pairs up.
still is good, and he puts it in, and he's well ahead. He's well ahead now.
And Kyle lets it go.
Ace catches Patty up, and there he is.
Not too much tanking for these guys. I think it's their average, highest average was 20 seconds.
Yeah, they played pretty fast. Wasn't a whole bunch of.
Not quite the Brad's game amount of consideration here.
Yeah, that's for sure. Couple queens and a 5. Nobody has a queen on this hand. Ace high, I believe, is still in the lead. And once again, ace high still in the lead.
And ace high is going to take it down.
Yep. Chandler has the best hand. Stays to the end. He's going to win that pot right there.
And 72, just a few hands away from the last hand, which is number 76.
Oh, yeah. I owed him one. He knocked me out of a big tournament last time. That's all right.
Patty Mac's 8-6 of clubs might walk into that king-queen of clubs there.
Yeah. If it comes clubs, it could be bad news.
But it doesn't, because king-queen paired is queen.
Yep.
Chandler is now in the lead with 58%.
Dopey
Patty Mac did pair his 8 too.
Dopey also pairs his queen, just doesn't have as good as kicker. He has a 9 kicker as opposed to the king kicker. Let's see if a club comes on the turn. That'd make things a little interesting for everybody involved. Good fold, but Dopey out-kicked and he lets it go. And Patty throws it away. So that one's... Hand 73. You said we're going to hand 76, correct?
That's correct. Yeah.
So we're going down to the last 3 to 4 hands. Yeah. We'll track them down.
Here we go. Looks like we've made our way around the table, heading into the flop. So far, looks like Dopey's in the lead. Queen 4 suited.
No, I mean, Randy would have the best hand with ace, and now he definitely has the best hand probably with the ace, pair of aces.
Why are we showing Dopey in the lead then?
Dopey?
Yeah, Randy's got 19%.
Because he's got a pair and a flush draw.
Oh, he's got a flush draw. Sure.
He's got a pair, a flush draw, and a straight draw, to be exact. That's why he has a little bit more equity in the hand. But mathematically, he's ahead. But
sure.
If the hand were to stop right now, he wouldn't win. He's going to need a queen, a 4, a deuce. No, I'm sorry. No, he doesn't have a straight draw. I stand corrected. I thought he had like a straight draw too. Queen 4.
He tosses
hearts.
it.
No, he didn't fold that flush draw.
He just threw it away.
Oh, because it was for $85 all in.
Yep.
By Mr. Randy.
Patty Mac's throwing his away. Chandler's throwing his away.
Yeah. Maybe so. Maybe
fold
so.
All the way around.
Randy, what about Randy?
Oh, the name. Oh God, there's a joke on Family Guy.
Oh.
I'm embarrassed to admit that I watch Family Guy.
Why are you embarrassed to admit that?
It's just one of those shows, you know.
Juvenile show?
Juvenile, yeah, sure. Yeah, this is a joke on Family Guy. When I hear the name Randy, that's what I think.
When I think about Family Guy, I don't think that the writing's all that hilarious. I like the cutaway scenes when they mention something and they show you like the cutaway scene to like what they're referencing, and that to me is kind of cute. But as far as the pure writing, it is what it is.
It's either a really, really funny joke or like just complete like dead silence in the room when I'm watching it.
Yeah. Patty Mac picking up the flush draw, excuse me. Man, these stacks are getting in now. I mean, but people are flopping top pairs and just ripping it in. Randy's putting it in. He has the best hand. I mean, that's not wrong.
Let's have that club flush draw. He's going to lay it down.
He could have gambled for it. Could have gambled for it.
I don't think we'll see the turn in the river on this one to know whether or not he should have. Yep, folds around. Randy takes down another one. With, I think it was ace high last time, wasn't it? Pair of aces?
Yeah. Yep, he had like ace 9 on an ace 5-4 flop.
Hand 75, our last hold'em hand of the night.
Last hold'em hand.
Guess that was kind of a spoiler. They did decide to do a bomb pot for the last hand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Guys, stick around for this bomb pot. It might be a lot of action. You never know. So since you've been kind of, learning more about poker since you've been working here and just playing the game, what is your opinion on playing Omaha? Do you like it? Do you?
I do like Omaha. Last month or two, I've been more so favoring the 4 and 5 card games.
Yeah.
I'm a big Congress fan these days.
You love it.
I love Congress.
He loves it, guys.
Omaha's cool. I like Omaha. It's just the high-low difference between the games.
Yep.
Technically the same game, I guess. Both Omahas.
It's definitely. I mean, it's definitely it's a different game for sure. I mean, it is.
Oh yeah, for sure. But, I like 5-card high-low instead of 4-card high.
Yeah.
I mean, I like them both. I still like Hold'em for sure.
Russell hits the flush. He's not out of the woods though. Another diamond can send Randy still having the best hand if it comes from more diamond. Nope. Russell has the flush and is gonna win. Nah, it's a fun game, man. And it's definitely, it takes a long time to get it, you know.
Yeah, I didn't understand.
Yeah, it takes a while.
I had no idea what was going on until
Last hand bomb pot.
Chrissy and Paul sat me down. We're just like, Chrissy was like, we're gonna teach you how to play Congress.
There you go.
And then once it clicked, I was like, this is the best game that I've ever played in my life. I didn't say that. I don't think that, but you know.
It's definitely a cool game.
As opposed to Hold'em, I feel like. I think if more people just took a little bit of time to understand the low aspect of Congress, it'd absolutely be more popular than Hold'em.
It definitely has a following for sure.
Yeah.
Top board right there.
Immediate club flush draw.
Yeah, not draw, just immediate flush pot.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So Kyle has 2 pair up top, kings and threes. He's got a flush draw on the bottom. So not too shabby. Russell actually has the second best possible flush up top. He's got the queen high flush. And then a pair of 8s on the bottom. Randy he's got aces on both boards. But see, here's where, yep, Dopey's going to just ram and jam because he's got the ace high flush, which is the best flush. And he's got just ace high on the bottom board, but he knows he has the top locked up for now.
Lil Polo trip jacks.
Now, I love Lil Polo's hand right here because he has a hand that can do some damage. He's got a set on both boards. If it comes pair, there's a chance he might scoop the whole board.
Get bowed up.
So I said there's going to be some action, and there's going to be action. Lil Polo, I wouldn't blame him for just ripping it in. Because right now, even though he knows... Here's the thing about Polo's hand. On the bottom board, he for sure has the best possible hand. He has a nut hand. He's got top set. Now, obviously, hearts can come, straight draws can come. But with him also having a set, even though he knows that the hand's not good on the top board right now, more than likely, he can still, if he goes pair, like I said, he has a good chance at scooping both boards. And there's a lot of action here. And Randy's in there. Oh, he's got aces. Yeah, Randy.
All in.
He's all in, and he's not going to like what he's up against. He's going to be up against a. He's got a lot.
He's probably feeling pretty good right now.
Well, he might be feeling good, but he's got a very small chance to win any part of these boards. So right here, brick. All right, and here we go.
Closer to a chop on this one between Dopey and Lil Polo. I mean, it was probably going to go that way either way, but their percentages have tightened up.
So here's where Dopey gets a little bit of a chance. He picks up the straight draw. If he catches a 9 on the bottom, he could scoop the whole pot. He already has the best flush. Polo is still drawing to the whole pot. He just needs to catch perfect card, or catch a card or two.
Board's got a pair on both ends.
No, it doesn't have to pair on both ends. It definitely has to pair on the top board. The bottom board, he's still leading. He just wants to dodge a 9. If he dodges a 9, he's not going to get scooped on the bottom board. That's the only card that Dopey can catch to scoop him here. No, not going to have it. Yeah, so it's still going to be chopped. But he had a chance at it. He definitely had a chance at it.
Poor Andy with those aces did not get.
Scott, appreciate you calling out Ruiner for being a good dealer. She's, in fact, a really good dealer.
$600 bomb pot there.
Yep.
To wrap up the stream for the evening.
Wrapping it up.
And a handshake to seal the deal between Jimbo there, Dopey and Lil Low Polo.
Good game. Not too much damage on the end. They put it all in, and they like I said, Dopey had a chance. Was definitely getting free rolled to some degree. I mean, they both had a small chance to scoop, but Rhino Polo for the most part had the bottom board locked up. All right, guys, we got Russell, loose aggressive, tight aggressive is Big Slick.
Andrew in the net for the short time he was with us.
Yep, Kyle and Patty Mac right on that borderline.
No one too deep into the calling station except for Dopey, who was also tonight's unstoppable and hot
Most
shot.
hands won. Maniac was Russell. Luckbox, Russell. Cursed was Patty Mac, yeah.
I think he had 2 or 3 felts tonight.
He didn't even join us back here.
That's true, yeah.
My feelings a little hurt. He didn't come back and join us a little bit.
I think he went straight to cash out and did not look back.
Yeah, poor guy. Catch him next time.
Dopey takes the 2 biggest pots of the night.
Yep.
With Low Polo for the 2nd biggest pot.
Set of deuces to crack the Big Slick from.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And then
quite the
bomb pot, obviously, and then Russell over here. No, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yep.
Russell with the queens, right?
Yep.
And then 10-9 on that one.
Kyle with trip 9s. Russell's our lucky guy tonight.
Russell, indeed.
Everyone else there falling in between.
Patty, 0. It's not. Just didn't have the luck tonight. Didn't have the luck tonight.
And Russell walks away with an extra $500. 4 people in the green at the end of the night. Dopey with an extra 152, Kyle with an extra 305, and Lil Polo with an extra 316.
Russell definitely did good tonight. Patty, Randy, not so much. Had some tough ones. But, yeah.
Let's talk about our sponsors. It's David Perkins with Tree Service, 817 Complete Tree Service. He also does, I think, sod.
Yeah.
And the seasons are changing. Weather's getting a little bit different, so now is probably a pretty good time to give him a call at 817-500-7107.
Yeah, get your trees trimmed and or whatever your landscaping needs might be, you know?
Get it all taken care of before it all dries out.
Exactly. It burns away.
And Mr. Martin Infante with 3 Kings Heating and Cooling.
Commercial refrigeration.
Yep. Once again, the weather is changing, so you do not, keep that thermostat in check there. Don't want to get boxed into a hot house in the middle of the summer.
Nothing's worse than that.
So. And we're going to wish a happy 18th birthday to Kelly Ryan Wells. This is Rhino's daughter.
Yeah, but she turned, she's already turned 18, right?
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago or something.
Perfect.
At the beginning of April.
But yeah, wishing her a very happy birthday. Hope she had a good time and a great birthday.
Yeah, Rhino went for the whole month.
Yep.
And it was also his birthday a couple days ago.
Yeah, his whole family, or like his wife too. I think they all kind of have a close birthday.
And then our last sponsor, it's Andy Bishop Cox with Memory Moments Event Design and Decor. You don't want to be that guy that forgets your wife's birthday or your anniversary or your daughter's your sweet 16 or anything like that. Look at those arrangements there. So give Andy a call at 817-405, and I missed the last 4 digits of the number, and that sucks, and I'm sorry, Andy.
We'll get back to you, Andy. We'll do it again, I promise. Road to Vegas.
Yes. We've talked about it a few times over the course of the stream, but by playing anything here at Poker House, you can rack up some chips for your starting stack in one of these qualifying tournaments on June 7th for our cash players and on June 14th for our tournament players. By placing in the tournaments is how you get extra chips, and by racking up those hours at the cash table is how you get those chips. And the winner of either tournament will get an $11,000 package to the main event series. So,
heck yeah.
Yep. And now we're talking about our $500 guaranteed lunchtime free roll. We have this one every single day.
Every day.
At 12 p.m. sharp for the most part. Sometimes we gotta open a second or third table before we get going. So we'll start a few minutes late, but that's not important. 12 p.m. is when we get this thing kicked off every single day. And it's our Deuces Wild free roll again. Tomorrow night at 6:30, we hope to see you there. We normally have 2 or 3 tables running on this thing. Pretty consistent turnout. It's a fun time. Patty Mac says he sucked tonight,
No,
boys.
you didn't suck tonight, sir. You ran into some tough hands. You made some good folds. We commended your folds.
Yeah,
and you saw the luck distribution. You just didn't have the luck tonight. That's just part of it.
We commented on it, and we had viewers commenting on that. Your good folds tonight.
Yes.
Folding those kings against aces and jacks was a great call there. So you did not suck tonight.
Just didn't catch your draws and got drawn out on whenever you had a hand. That's happened some nights.
And we're skipping the bomb pot tournament to go straight to our $1,500 guaranteed free roll tournament Thursday nights and Saturday nights at 6:30 and 7 p.m. Same add-ons and buy-ins and rebuys as all the other evening tournaments. We talked about the bomb pot tournament for like 6 or 7 minutes there earlier, so
yeah.
We're gonna skip over that one, but we're just talking about this one tonight. Thursday night, Saturday night. It's a pretty good turnout there as well. Normally about 6, maybe 7 tables running in that one. Pretty high on the prize pool turnout consistently as well. So yeah, swing by Thursday night for that one, 6:30 p.m.
Absolutely. And what else we got on the docket?
Patty says, let's get back to music talk then. We'll wrap it up, but I'll leave you with this in terms of music. Weezer has 5 10 out of 10 albums. No, that's not I don't actually think that, but...
Guys, we appreciate tonight. I hope you had fun. Sorry, we probably rambled a little more than we usually do.
Oh, yeah.
But...
a lot of rambling tonight, but we did mention...
The poker was there
yeah.
in small pockets. So.
We did talk about the poker, and we did talk about Top Gun Maverick.
Yes, we did. And Tombstone, Patty.
And Tombstone.
So
there you go.
Guys, y'all have a good night. This is Matt and Lorenzo. Yeah. We appreciate y'all. Come back. We'll be here next week.
Yeah, tune in Wednesday for Brad's game and Thursday for Sean's Big O, playing some Congress.